by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating words or actions directed at officials, students.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into a rainy and dreary Addison Stadium here on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania for today's PSAC West battle between your Cal U Vulcans and the visiting Lakers of Mercyhurst University. I'm Colin Kirkwood, as always, joined alongside this week by Doug Glackey. Doug, welcome into the booth for another great Saturday of college football.
Thank you for having me, Colin. It's going to be a great matchup here this afternoon. Here we have our last games for both teams. Mercyhurst coming off a 30-20 loss against Seton Hill, and Cal U coming off that huge 54-14 win over Gannon last weekend in Erie, Pennsylvania.
A game where things are firing on all cylinders, and you see on your screen, there's Noah Mitchell. As always, I sat down and talked with him. He missed out last week. Schedules didn't line up, but this week we were able to sit down and chat. So let's go ahead and hear what Noah Mitchell had to say about last week's game and this week's game as well against the Lakers.
Hello, Vulcan football fans. Welcome into another edition here of the Mitchell Report. I'm Colin Kirkwood, as always. Once again, joining me after a bit of an absence, it's Noah Mitchell. Thanks for coming back, Noah. I know it was pretty busy last week, so we couldn't find the right time, but glad to have you back.
Yeah, nice to be back. I apologize, like I said, for not being able to come back. Got a little consumed with a lot of time.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that here, but, let's just start with last week. Record-breaking performance for you. 5 touchdowns accounted for against the Golden Knight last week. That's fantastic. How do you feel after a performance like that?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I got a lot of weapons. I feel like I say this all the time, but me and Tyson were really connecting pretty well and really just taking whatever the defense gave us offensively. Our offense coordinator, Coach Salisbury, did a really good job putting us in good situations to make plays happen.
Bit of a random note there. Got to chat with Tyson Hill's dad after the game last week. Super nice guy. We had a great conversation for about 10 minutes, so shout out to him if he's watching right now. Awesome guy.
Yeah, he's always having cookouts after home games when we all go over there and get some food sometimes.
But yeah, we're talking about your performance last week. Once again, you were the first quarterback to throw for at least 4 touchdowns and add a rushing one on top of that since 2004 against Mansfield, who no longer is in the conference. So it's been quite some time, and you're writing your name there in the record books. Good to see.
Yeah, I think that's the goal to always, leave your mark wherever you go. So, me being able to do that kind of left my foot here, my footprints in the stone. I felt really good, but felt better to come out with a W.
Exactly. Let's go ahead and jump forward into this week here against the Lakers. They're a bit of a scrappy team here on the defensive end. You said they bring a lot of different stuff. What should fans be expecting to see this week?
Yeah, they bring a lot of different stuff. They're not going to let you get comfortable with one thing. They're going to play with a 3 down front, or they're going to play with a 4 down front. And then sometimes they'll have 2 linebackers, 3 linebackers, 4 linebackers, and then playing cover 2, cover 3, 3 cloud, 4 steel. They do a lot of stuff on the back end and the front end. It's going to keep us on our toes.
I'll give them credit. They're a tough team. For the past couple weeks, they played of course, The Rock and IUP in back-to-back weeks, and they kept them honest for the first half in both of those games there. And it was back and forth in the first quarter of the IUP game, to be specific. They were really keeping them on their toes. So it's one of those games you really can't fall asleep on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You can't look at them losing to Seton Hill and say that they're a bad team. Seton Hill's not a bad team. Nobody in this conference is really a bad team. Like you said, they played IUP very, very tough in that whole first half and really into the third quarter until losing things in the fourth quarter. But they're a really good team, especially defensively.
Talking about the offensive unit here, really great performance once again against Gannon last week, but we were talking about it before we stepped into the booth here. In the red zone, Cal used 83.3% of scoring here.
Welcome back here. Just about ready for kickoff. California's going to be kicking this one away to the Lakers. Get things started underway. For our radio viewers, it's going to be left to right. The kick will go here. You're at Adamson Stadium. Only 2 more games left here, potentially, at Adamson Stadium after we are done here. It'll be 1.
Yeah, the clock is certainly dwindling down on this season. It's really creeping up on us here.
There it is. Kick is up and away as we get today's contest underway. Return man brings it in right around the 15-yard line, crosses the 25 here. Still on his feet, still bouncing around, crosses the 30. And the ball popped out here. We'll see who's going to get this one. Mercyhurst is lucky enough to get that one back, but that could have been danger to start the game out for them.
Most definitely could have been. That was number 4, Cortez Watson on the return. Ball popped out. Was almost a disaster scenario, but we're going to look at some defensive starters here for your Vulcans. Number 55, Gerald Brown at defensive end. Nose guard, number 54, Derek Corboy. And now the offensive starters for the Lakers.
1st and 10 coming up here. It's going to be on the Mercyhurst 31. It's Altavia, their quarterback. He's back to throw this one. Going to the outside with this one. Brought in around the 30. Still on his feet. Crossing. Oh, didn't quite cross it there. Thought he was going to get the 35, but he's going to be stopped.
That was quarterback Doug Altavia hitting up his brother Nick Altavia, number 5 for the Lakers.
Brings up a 2nd and 8 now. Here is Doug Altavia now. At center, awaits this one. Has it, and it's going to be a fake handoff. He'll go with actually across the middle here, going across the 35, still on his feet, falling across the 40, and that'll be close to a first down. We'll see where they spot him.
It's going to be close, but that was number 21, Garrett Owens on the carry. Owens has 433 rushing yards and 10 TDs, as well as 223 receiving yards and 2 TDs on this season, so it's safe to say that this Mercyhurst offense runs through him.
Did give him a first down. They'll spot it at the Laker 41 now. 13:49 and rolling here if you're just joining us. Of course, no score yet for all you numbers fans out there. Here's going to be a man in motion for the Lakers. Going to go with a handoff look right up the middle once again to Owens. Here he goes across the 45, falling forward, and he'll be short about a yard.
There was a host of Vulcan defenders in on that play. Charge was led by number 16, Israel Xavier, for the Vulcans.
Put him short. It'll be a 2nd and 2 now. Ball's going to be placed at the Laker 49. Altavia and company up to the line once again. Going to go with a trips look here. 3 near, 1 far. Actually, I take that back. Going to go 5 wide. Lone man on the backfield. It's Altavia. Here he goes. Survey's going to the outside. Hits his target. That'll be a first down into Vulcan territory and a good form tackle there.
Yeah, it was a solid stop there for the Vulcans. Again, that was number 21, Garrett Owens, on the reception for the Lakers.
Nigel Garnett going in furiously there to bring that one down. So it'll be a first down Lakers. They'll spot the ball at the 45 of Cal U. Altavia at center once again. Low directly behind his lineman. Here he has it, and it'll be a handoff once again to Owens. Owens trying to break to the outside, and then he's finally brought down. Oh, still on his feet. I take that back. Chugging across the 40. Look at that core strength, able to work his way down the field.
Owens most definitely showed off his strength there. It started with number 97, Stephon Brown, trying to bring him down for the Vulcans. He got through, and Lamont McFadder came in, the All-American defensive back, to finish off the job there on Garrett Owens.
2nd and 4 coming up now from the Cal U39. Here we go. Owens tight under center once again. He's going to go with the 2 wide, 2 to the outside. Here he is rolling out to throw this one. Looking to the outside, pump fakes, holds on to this one. Might just run this one. He will. Trying to get back to the line. Scoots forward. He'll be close to the first down mark. I think he's going to be short by a yard.
Things really broke down there for Altavia. Had to roll out to the right, try and get the first down. Going to be close, but was forced out of bounds by number 30, Noah Dillo of the Vulcans.
It will be short a yard. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 coming up here from the Cal U36. Vulcans trying to get this Lakers offense off the field here. Altavia under center once again. Some motion here. There it is. It'll be a handoff to Owens once again. Will they stop him short? He's rolling off the pile. I think they will have him stopped short here by the slimmest of margins.
That was quite the stop there by Lamont McFadder, as well as Noah Dillo getting in there on the action. Going to be close. Let's see where they spot it, but looks like it's going to be 4th down here.
We'll see how they shake this one out. A couple personnel swaps. I think they might be going for this one, Doug, and it looks like they will. Oh, no, they will. They will go for this one right off the bat, establishing the tone early they're shooting for here. Altavia under center once again. 4th and 1 coming up here from the Cal U36, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Lakers.
Looks like the Lakers just wanted to take that timeout, get everything kind of squared away. But I think it's a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down right off the bat. Good on them, trying to set the tone early. Here's our tail of the tape. California scoring 37.7 points a game to Mercyhurst 25.4. The California defense stepping up with 16.1 points allowed per game, with Mercyhurst giving up 30.9. That's a good bit of points given up per game. 133.3 rushing yards for the Vulcans. They have the edge in that, 133.3 to 89.3. They also have the edge in the passing game, 273.7 passing yards per game to Mercyhurst, 212.4. The Vulcans average 407 points per game right on the dot, and Mercyhurst averaging 301.7.
Points per game, 400, huh? Let me tell you what. If I had $1 for every point they scored in one game, I'd be a lot richer than I am now. Here we go with the 4th and 1 coming up now from the Cal U36. It's going to be Owens once again, still out there right next to Altavia. His left, it's going to be a 3 wide look. 2 near, 1 far. Here it is. Owens getting the carry, and he'll rumble across for a 1st down.
Owens, the ball carrier.
Owens got the 1st down there. Looked like he was just trying to get that 1st down. Want to correct myself on my last statement. They were averaging 400 yards per game, not points, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 1st down for the Lakers.
1st and 10 now from the Cal U34 for this Laker troop, who continues to move forward with ease so far. Of course, it is early, 10-12 left in the 1st quarter. No one scored yet. But we'll see if that changes here. Altavia with a 2 wide look here, 1 near, 1 far. It's going to be handoff to Owens once again, trying to get back to that line of scrimmage as he's taken out over there on that sideline. Goodness, look out.
Big hit there by number 15 of the Vulcans.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
Jeremy Page on the tackle.
Here we go now. Got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2nd and 10 now from the Cal U34. 9:40 left in the 1st quarter of this one. Going to go with a 2 wide, 1 near, 1 far. There was some motion here. We'll see who it's going to go on as every flag on the field looks like confetti as it shoots out quickly. And they will call it a false start on the Lakers, so they'll take a couple steps back.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of laundry out there on the field there. Good on number 55, Gerald Brown, to draw that false start penalty. You saw that he made the motion that one of the Lakers offensive linemen had jumped.
Rather dreary day here at Adamson Stadium. It's going to be 2nd and 15 now from the Cal U 39. Temperature's nice, it's just we can't get rid of that rain. We're going to have another whistle coming up here. I think somebody's going to take a timeout once again. That is the second timeout taken by the Lakers here in the first quarter.
It's a bit of a bold strategy having all these timeouts, burning 2 of your 3 timeouts in the first half and the first few minutes of this one. So,
but if anybody knows what they're doing, it's going to be the longest tenured head coach in the PSAC West, Marty Schatzel, in his 18th season with the Lakers. He's posted a 90 and 104 overall record here, and he was the PSAC West Coach of the Year twice in his first 3 years when he made it in here, including 2010 when they set a school record for wins and captured their only PSAC championship.
It's a really impressive resume there for their coach, Marty Schatzel. Good on him for sticking it out here for 18 years. That's impressive to have a tenure as long as that one here in the PSAC.
Definitely knows what he's doing here. Just wanted to get things sorted out. So we'll have a 2nd and 15 coming up here from the Cal U 39. Looks like we're going to see a 3-wide look here. Make it 4 wide now as another steps up for the Lakers offensive unit. Too near, too far. That's going to be Altavia, the lone man of the backfield. Now 5 wide as the other steps up. He drops back to throw. Altavia feels pressure. Tries to get out of the one here. Flag down on the field. Rolls forward over the 30, and he's brought down by California. But I believe something's going to come up here. Jordan Scarborough in on the push for California.
Yeah, it looks like there might be a flag on the play, but that was good pressure there by number 55, Gerald Brown. It's
going to be an offsides call here on California.
Is Breon Koch the guilty party for the Vulcans? And that's going to move the Lakers.
Take a look at the pressure here on this replay. You can see he was able to get out of the way there and scramble away, but just couldn't get away from everybody. So we're going to have 2nd and 10 now from the Cal U 34. Going with a 4-wide look once again here. 1 man in motion, heading far to near, and here it is Altavia. He's going to do a quick handoff to Owens, but California was on top of that one the whole way through. Saw it coming. But I think we're going to have a shaken up Vulcan after that tackle.
It was Jordan Scarborough in on the quick tackle, and he is shaken up a bit. But you can see here he hands it right off to Garrett Owens, and Jordan Scarborough's just right there, right on the money to make that stop.
Might have landed awkwardly. Had a textbook tackle, wrapped him up around the legs. He's popped up quickly, so they'll head off the field. Good on him.
Yeah, it's good to see that he's okay because that was a great stop there on 3rd down.
Loss of 2 on the play.
On 2nd down, rather.
It's 3rd down.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down now for the Lakers. 3rd and 12 from the Cal U 36. They come to the line now. They'll go trips to the near side here, and that'll be it. Owens will be to the left of Altavia. Here it is. Altavia dropping back to throw. This one surveys, going across the middle. Bounced up in the air. Who will grab it, and it falls incomplete. A Mercyhurst lineman got a hand on that one. I believe that's number 74 for them. Who's able to knock that out of the way? Will Greller. Or Dylan Browning, excuse me.
Good on Dylan Browning to make that tip, but that pass was tipped on defense by number 54, Derek Corboy for the Vulcans. And it looks like the Lakers are going to bring out their punt team for this 4th down and 12 play.
Could have easily been an interception or technically a reception if you want to get technical. So here comes the punt team now as they'll ready to send this one away. It's going to be Brendan Cole out there to punt this one for the Lakers. Number 99. On the 4th and 12, here is the hold. Kick is up, spinning end over end here. Not much motion on it as it'll fall on into the end zone.
Now that was just
First and
a bit
10
of a
Vulcans
spinning
from the
punt
20.
line right into the end zone. Here are your offensive starters here. Noah Mitchell at quarterback for the Vulcans. Nelson Brown at running back. Jordan Dandridge and Tyson Hill are going to be your receivers. Dylan Stallings lined up at the H-back. Jack Vaborny at tight end. Your defensive starters, Matthew Hudson, Thompson, and Eljon Williams bring up your defensive line for the Lakers.
7:49 here left in this first quarter. Cal U's taking over on offense from their own 20. Here's Mitchell. He's going to throw this one, going to the outside of Jordan Dandridge. He gets his first reception of the game right near that 25-yard line. They'll probably mark him at the 24.
Mitchell hitting up one of his favorite
Brought down
targets,
by
Jordan
Merritt.
Dandridge, right away.
And
Comes
Luciano.
into this matchup with
Gain of 5 on the play.
528 yards and 6 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Mitchell coming off one of his best performances in his career to this point in time. We'll talk about that after this play. 2nd and 5 now from the Cal U 25. It's going to be a handoff to Nelson Brown. He slipped on that one and fell forward across that 25.
Little bit of a draw play there for Nelson Brown. Was tripped up a little bit, but you're right, Colin. It was a great game for for Noah Mitchell last week against Gannon. Had 5 total touchdowns, 4 passing and 1 rushing.
295 passing yards for him. That was the first time that 4 touchdowns and at least 1 score on the ground for a quarterback for Cal U since 2004. So it's been a while. Here comes the 3rd and 4 now from the 26. It's going to be Mitchell thrown across the middle, hit his target for a first down. Who else but Dandridge as he continues to rumble forward across that 40.
Great play by Dandridge to corral that ball in and also keep the ball in his hands, as there was number 9, John Lasciato, in coverage there on Dandridge, just kept holding on to him, trying to pop that ball loose.
Here comes the next 1st and 10 from the Cal U 40. Mitchell's got a man to either side, going 3 wide, 2 far, 1 near. In this one, he's going to throw, drop back, surveys, goes across the middle to Dandridge. Once again, he was able to hold on to that one, but I think it might have fallen out at the last second. And it did, so it'll be incomplete.
Mitchell was looking for Dandridge once again there. Looked like he didn't really have it from the jump. He was a bit of a bobble, and then the contact was made, and the ball was loose for an incompletion.
6:15 left in the first quarter here. Still 0-0 on our scoreboard. Nobody's broken into the end zone yet. 2nd and 10 coming up from the Vulcan 40. It's going to be a handoff to Brown from Mitchell. Brown goes to the outside of the line, dropped right at the 43.
Looks like it's going to be a 2 to 3 yard gain there for Nelson Brown. Mitchell with the handoff to Brown and the fake pump there, trying to catch a Lakers defender. But nonetheless, it's a 3 yard gain for Nelson Brown here.
3rd and 7 coming up now from the Cal U 43. You saw on your screen there a couple times Mercyhurst spotting one of the more interesting helmets I've seen in the league to this point in time. Of course, they are right off the lake up there in Erie. They've got anchors on the back of their helmets. It's pretty interesting. Here's Mitchell dropping back to throw. Lone man in the backfield. Got his target for a first down. A lot more. It's Tyson Hill. Tyson still on his feet. Across the 40. Still on his feet. Rocking forward in this one. And he's finally brought down right near that 35. Tyson Hill with an explosive grab there for his first of the game.
A lot of what we've seen so far this season has been Noah Mitchell making great plays to Tyson Hill. Tyson Hill comes into this game with 677 receiving yards and 5 receiving TDs. He's been one of Mitchell's favorite targets in terms of receiving yards and receptions, so watch for him this afternoon.
Here we go. They 1st and 10 now from the Mercyhurst 37. Mitchell's got Brown to his right, and Brown's going to get this one as he'll roll to the outside part of the field here, still on his feet, and he'll be dropped at the 30.
Nelson Brown, the ball carrier.
Great play there by Nelson Brown. There was a host of defenders in there for the Lakers, notably number 95, Matthew Hudson, the defensive lineman for the Lakers.
Bring it up to the line here on a 2nd and 2 from the 29 of Mercyhurst. 4:23 left in the first quarter. Still no score yet, and a quick-moving one. It's going to be 3 wide, 2 near, 1 far for California. Here's Brown up the middle for the first down once again as he falls forward across the 20.
Again, the ball carrier. That's good for a Vulcan. First down.
Another good run there for Nelson Brown. Number 11, Alex Zacharias, in on the stop for the Lakers.
Another 1st and 10 coming up here, this time at the Laker 20. 3:54 left. Still nothing. It's going to be a 4 wide look for Mitchell, and he has Brown to the left here. And it's going to be a fake. Mitchell will toss to the outside, hit Hill across the 20. He's 15, still on his feet at the 10. Continuing forward here, got thrown off by a big old bird that flew in front of the box, but it's going to be a first down for California.
That's another one of those key plays that Mitchell likes to run, that little hitch route out to Tyson Hill. Really allows, and whenever Hill gets that ball, he's really explosive and is able to get upfield in a hurry.
1st and goal coming up now from the Lakers 7. California converting at a high percentage here in the red zone, 83% so far to this point in time. Here's a handoff to Brown up the middle as he'll be swallowed up by the huddle.
On the ball carrier.
Got a yard, if anything.
A host of Lakers.
It's going to be one of those plays where it's either you got no gain or you got a yard, as Nelson Brown just got swallowed up by everybody there on that play.
From the 5.
2nd and 5 now, so they'll give him a gain of 2. Of course, 2nd and goal. On that 5, here's Mitchell. He's looking to throw across the middle, and he hits his target. That's going to be a touchdown, Vulcans. Derek Caraway back once again for more.
Great play there by Mitchell to get the pass off to Derek Caraway with the slant route. And your Vulcans are on the board late in this first quarter with the first score of the game.
Last time we were here, Derek Caraway had a huge milestone game as the extra point team is out and getting set up. Dismantled the Golden Eagles on homecoming. Hires waiting on this one. The holds down from Tarrant. Kick is up, and that one is good. California opens the scoring here, 7-0. 2:33 left in the first quarter of action. You are watching and listening to Vulcans football on UTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. And away. Just a bit of a short kick brought in around the 10-yard line. Now 15-20, still on his feet. 25-30, breaking towards the outside on the 40. Still on the feet. Finally dropped there after an explosive return to get things underway for the Lakers.
Here's what goes on whenever Millersburg has the ball.
Oh, if only Millersburg was playing out there.
Or Mercyhurst has the ball, rather. 25.4 points a game, 89 rushing yards average per game, 212 passing yards per game, and a total of 301.7 yards per game on offense for the Mercyhurst Lakers.
Tell you what, I wouldn't want Millersburg to be out there on the field right now. It would be a completely different ball game. 2:26 our clock reads as the Lakers take over on their own 41. It's going to be Altavia dropping back to hand this one off to Owens. Owens across the 40. He'll get about a yard, if anything.
Owens, the ball carrier.
Another carry for Owens was swallowed up by the Vulcan defense, notably number 54, Derek Corboy, in on the stop.
Of course, you're wondering what Millersburg is. It's one of the high schools we cover on our high school
Second
roundup
down
weekly
and
show
9.
here. There's Millersburg, there's Millersville, the PSAC East foe of California. Haven't seen them in a couple of years. Last time was 2017 on the road, of course, in a football matchup. 2nd and 9 coming up here from the Laker 42. Owens dropping back to post one, flag up in the air. He's running around with this one. He's going to pop outside of the pocket and he'll cross the 50, still on his feet into Vulcan territory at the 45.
Altavilla quarterback keeper, but hold.
Great run there by Altavilla, but we're going to wait and see what this call is here.
Offside.
It's going to be an offsides on the defense here. They're going to decline that one.
First down.
So move it forward.
First and 10
Just
Lakers
take
from
that
the
big gain from
44.
Altavilla and decline that penalty because that was quite the play there for the quarterback of the Lakers.
Here we go, the 1st and 10. It's going to be at the Cal U 44 for Altavilla and company. Doug Altavilla, that is. His brother Nick also on the team as well for the Lakers. Here is Owens to the outside now across the 40, and he'll be pushed out of bounds near that 35.
Owens, the ball carrier.
Garrett Owens at it again for the Lakers. That was number 45, Marquise Martin, in on the stop for the Vulcans.
Not many games started before us here. Only one, which is Edinburgh and Seton Hill. That kicked off at about noon. So here comes the 2nd and 3 from the Cal U37, going with a 3 wide, 2 far, 1 near. With a power form here, and it's going to be a handoff once again as Owens continues to try to grind these yards out. He's down, but there's a flag
Owens,
on the
the ball
field on the
carrier.
far side.
There is another flag on the play.
Going to wait and see what the flag is, but that was a great stop by number 6, Julian Cox of the Vulcans.
Illegal formation. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Going to be an illegal formation if I did hear correctly on the offense, so they'll go ahead and take a few steps back once again.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8.
It was a bit confusing. The communication from the booth up from the officials was a bit muffled, but it seems like it's going to be an illegal formation, and it'll push the Lakers back a few yards.
I'll go back to the 42 of California now. We are under a minute left here. 35 seconds in the first quarter, 7-0 California. Lakers got the ball. It's going to be Altavilla throwing to the outside, hit his target for a completion across that 35, and it'll be pushed out of bounds. I think that was
Altavilla with
number
the
5, his
reception.
brother Nick Altavilla,
Brought
the
down by
Altavilla to
Garnett.
Altavilla connection here.
That's right. We have a little bit of Altavilla-ception going on here. Doug, the quarterback, hitting up his brother Nick. Nick was pushed out of bounds by number 35 for the Vulcans, Nigel Garnett.
That's right, Nigel Garnett, as we're going to go ahead and let the clock run the whole way out here, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter already. Went quickly. We're going to go ahead and step aside. 7-0 California. Second quarter of action coming up. Don't go anywhere. You are watching and listening to Vulcan Football on CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys?
Thanks for being honest.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Everybody here to Adamson Stadium for the second quarter of action between your homestanding Cal U Vulcans and visiting Mercyhurst Lakers. Colin Kirkwood and Doug Blackie with you here on this rainy Saturday afternoon from California. Been saying all day, that temperature's just right in the happy zone for football here, but just got to get rid of that rain.
It's been great weather-wise in terms of temperature, but you're right, that rain won't go away, and it's kind of an annoying rain as it's just drizzling here this afternoon.
1st and 10 here now from the Cal U33 for the Lakers. It's going to be a handoff to Owens once again. Owens breaks to the outside. He's across the 30, still on his feet. Finally pushed out of bounds there. Broke through the levels of the defense with ease that time.
Their running back, Garrett Owens, again on the carry. Got through a couple defenders there and was eventually pushed out of bounds by number 30, Noah Dillo, for the Vulcans.
2nd and 3 now from the Cal U26. Altavia under center here. It's going to be handoff to Owens once again as he's across for another 1st down.
Owens again on the carry, getting swallowed up by the Vulcan defense.
That'll be enough for a Lakers 1st down.
Looks like Lamont McFadder in there on the stop for your Vulcans.
I'll tell you what, this whole Altavia bloodline here is something to point out a note here. Of course, you got 2 of them out there on the football field, but there is a cousin that was also on the Laker baseball team, the name of Dan Altavia. He plays for the Seattle Mariners. He was in town a couple months ago to play the Buccos. Got to see that one, and it's really interesting to see a very athletic family here as Owens is going to get the handoff, and he's going to try to go across the 20, and he'll gain about 2.
Owens again on the carry, but was once again swallowed up by the Vulcan defense. A host of defenders in there, but Derek Corboy, the main benefactor on that stop. But that what you said about the Altavia bloodline, that's actually incredibly interesting. Really like that tidbit there from you, Colin.
Yeah, it was interesting. Got to talk with him through a bit of a package that we saw from my work at AT&T Sports. They did a nice little package on him talking about what it's like to come home here. 2nd and 10 coming up from the Cal U18. It's going to be Altavia dropping back to throw this one. Scrambling through the pocket, feeling some pressure, still rolling out to the far side. Looking to throw this one. Did a bit of a dump off. Dink dunk. There it goes out of bounds.
Pass is complete to Owens.
Kept it in bounds. Couldn't tell you how, though.
That was a great effort by Doug Altavia. Had a host of defenders in there chasing after him. Breon Koch and number 55, Gerald Brown, providing the pressure, but he was able to just lateral that one over to Garrett Owens for the completion.
3rd and 7 now from the Cal U15. Lakers threatening here in the red zone. Altavia directly under center with this one. Going to go too near with this one. He'll look to throw, going across the middle, hit his target. Screen look, but it was dropped. Lucky for California. There was a lot of green space in the front there of number 37, Dustin Schoaf.
That'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a real tough break there for Schoaf and the Lakers. As you said, there was a lot of space, and there was a good chance he could have gotten himself in the end zone there for 6.
Mark Schaefer out for this one.
Schaefer to attempt the 3 points.
Here's the kick, and this one's blocked. It's up in the air. California's going to let it fall, and that will be a great special teams effort here for them.
It was a great play there by the Vulcans special teams unit. I believe it was number 3, Jamal Martin Jr. on the tip for the Vulcans.
Good effort. Special teams continuing to make a difference here. We've seen them in the past couple of weeks really turn it up. But one of the things I've really found interesting so far is the point that California is continuing to deal with the fact that Mercyhurst is a rushing team. But let's take a look what's going on when Cal U's got that football.
They're averaging 37.7 points per game, 133 rushing yards a game, 273 passing yards a game, and 407 total yards per game. So this Vulcan offense has been a juggernaut so far this season, and it's continuing so far early in this one this afternoon in California, PA.
Vulcan's taking over the ball here on their own 20. We've been seeing a lot of attempts for rush, of course, from the Lakers here. It's really something you wouldn't expect. Cal U continuing to lead NCAA Division II in rushing defense so far, allowing just 30 yards per game, but they are continuing to just grind it down here and try to rush that football. Here's Mitchell dropping back to throw, and this one feels some pressure. Steps up in the pocket, motors his way across here. He'll gain a couple of yards as he's spun down.
Everything just kind of broke down there for the Vulcans, so Mitchell said, I got this. I'm going to take it up the field, see what I can get yardage-wise. Takes it for a short 3-yard gain here.
Mark him 2nd and 7. Ball's going to be at the Cal U 23. Man to either side of Mitchell here, and it's going to be 3 wide, 2 near, 1 far. And here it is. It's going to be a handoff this time. Up the middle they go for a gain of minimal, I should say, maybe 1 or 2. It's Brown once again.
It is most definitely going to be a very short gain there for the Vulcans. It's Nelson Brown on the carry. Was met by a bunch of defenders for the Lakers.
That'll bring up a 3rd down.
Notably, number 45, rather 44. Oh, no, 43, Aubrey Leverich. There we go. Number 43, Aubrey Leverich on the stop for the Lakers.
11 minutes left here in the second. It's Mitchell calling up a man on his right, and there's some motion. We'll see who's going to get this one. The flag is down. Looks like it's going to be in the realm of a false start, and it will, so California is going to take a couple steps back.
I feel like that play could have gone either way for both parties. I feel like I saw number 45 of the Lakers jump a bit. Not sure if we have a name on him, as number 45 is not listed on our roster this afternoon. Looks like
the game clock changed here to 10:51 as the mic was a bit tough to read. It was broken up. But we'll see what the PSAC West Offensive Player of the Week, Noah Mitchell, can come up with here on this 3rd and 9 from the Cal U 21. Calls the man up to his right, going with 4 wide. Once again, 2 near, 2 far in this one. Up to block. Here's Mitchell going to stand in the pocket, deliver a strike, and it's going to fall incomplete. Was looking over in the realm of Jaquay Jackson.
Mitchell was looking for Jackson, but something I saw before, as the play was developing, was Mitchell motioned over to the left side of his offensive line as he saw number 6, Corbin Kessler, creeping in on the defense for the Lakers. Must have saw something he didn't like and decided to change it up on the fly.
Punt team on their way out here for California. Here is about high snap, but he was able to get it away. That was close there, but he was lucky enough to get that one away. It'll be touched up around the 40. Scary time there.
Very high punt there for Joey Hood, but we're going to take a look at the PSAC schedule here.
A couple of good games you see on the ledger. Of course, at noon, Seton Hill at Edinburgh kicked off on that one, and it's a 17-7 lead for the Fighting Scots. A couple of other interesting scores. There's IUP and Gannon. Crimson Hawks out to a 7-0 lead at this point in time. Then we're looking at Clarion and Slippery Rock. That was in the first quarter as well. 7-3 Rock in the lead here.
It's an interesting one there, Colin, with Slippery Rock only having a 7-3 lead thus far early in that matchup.
We said the same thing last week against Edinburgh. It was close out of the gate, but they'll put their foot down on the gas and get it going here. 1st and 10 coming up from the Cal U 40. It's going to be empty backfield for Altavias. He's going to throw an interception to who else but Lamont McFadder. There he goes. Across the 40. I take that back. Thought I saw a 7. Turns out it was a 2 instead, but it's going to go to Aaron Brown.
Great interception there by Aaron Brown. You saw Doug Altavia being pressured there by number 8, Breon Koch, for the Vulcans. And Aaron throws a errant pass right to Aaron Brown for a Vulcan's interception.
Wow. I'll give you $5 if you can say that 3 times fast. Whew. Doug breaking out the tongue twisters here as California's going to take back over on offense. Errant pass picked up by Aaron Brown. Goodness. Here we go. 1st and 10 coming up now from the Cal U42. Mitchell's got a man to his right. It's going to be 3 wide looking. It's going to be a fake handoff across the middle there to Dandridge as he's got it for a 1st down and falls forward.
Pass is complete to Dandridge.
Pass there from Mitchell to Dandridge. Miles Dumas in on the stop for the Lakers after the Dandridge reception.
Across that midfield mark here will be in Laker territory. Ball placed on the 44. 9:48 left and rolling here before the half. 7-0 California. 3 wide, 2 near, 1 far. It's going to be Brown up the middle once again. He'll try to dance around a couple, but he'll fall forward for minimal gain, possibly 2.
Great pressure there by the Lakers defense. Joseph Skro and Thomas Zacharias in on the stop for the Lakers.
Here we go with a 2nd and 10 now from the 44. Mitchell's got this one dropping back to throw across the middle. There it is. It's a grab for Dandridge once again. He continues to light it up, and it'll be another 1st down for California.
A great snag there by Dandridge, but was swarmed by a host of Laker defenders. Joseph Skro again in on the stop for Mercyhurst.
Here we go. 1st and 10 now from the Laker 30. Mitchell with a man to either side. Going to go with 2 far, 1 near once again. Here it is. Mitchell's got the snap. Surveys looking to throw. Going across the middle. Thought we saw some interference there, but I don't see a flag on the field, Doug.
Looks like there is not going to be a flag on this one. The officials believe that was good defense there by number 12, Jake Tarasovich, who is leading the Lakers team in tackles with 56 total tackles, as well as an interception and a forced fumble to his ledger on the season.
Hill was looking for it. Check out the replay and see if we see anything. Had a little bit of yank going on that jersey. Hill was looking for it. Caraway was looking for it. They all were looking for it, but we weren't going to get anything from it. Here we go. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 31. It's going to be Brown rolling through the levels of the defense there, and now we see a flag on the field.
Nelson Brown, the ball carrier.
Going to wait and see what this flag is, but that was number 11, Alex Zacharias, in on the stop for the Lakers. Again, we have another pair of siblings on defense here for the Lakers.
A lot of siblings out there today.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how many bloodlines there are on this Lakers team. It's a very solid storyline.
I believe that was a sideline flag that we saw there.
Gain of 7 on the play. 3rd down and 3.
This is going to bring up a 3rd and 3. You have to pardon me here. I've been battling some insects that have come to join me here right in front of the table. You think Fear Factor is crazy? Sitting here looking at my stats computer, had a big old wasp come crawling on my screen. And it wasn't on the computer. It was actually on my screen. Here we go. The toss to Caraway on the 3rd and 3 at the 24 of the Lakers. Believe he's going to get the 1st down. If not, it's going to be very short.
It was number 16, Bradley Burrows, on the stop for the Lakers. Going to see where they spot this.
They'll put him short. 4th and 1 now from the Laker 22. I'd venture to say they're going to go for this one as it's very short yardage. try to stack up and go heavy here as we got Dandridge in motion now. And here we go. It's going to be Brown getting this one, bumping off the pile, and the Lakers are going to get this one as they'll shut him down.
Bit of a difficult play there for the Vulcans as Brown was met right away by number 11, Alex Zacharias, getting in there, making the shoestring tackle for the stop. Let's look at this PSAC West standings. Slippery Rock at the top with a 4-0 record and 7-0 record overall. IUP in that 2 spot at 3-1 within the conference and 6-1 overall. And then your Vulcans are in that 3 spot with a 3-1 interconference record.
California looking to capture a regional playoff berth at the end of the season here as it continues to dwindle down. Not many games left. Here's Altavia going with a toss to the outside as it's crossed the 20 and dropped right back at the line of scrimmage, if not a loss of 1.
We have a new character in the backfield here for the Lakers, as that was number 4, Cortez Watson on the carry. As you can see, he was brought down by a bunch of defenders, led with a shoestring tackle by number 7, Lamont McFadder.
Can't let my guard down here. I'm worried that there's going to be more bees and flies coming across here. Got to watch out in this press box. It's the Wild West up here. Got a man in motion on the 2nd and 10 now from the Laker 25. Here's Altavia's got this one rolling out long. Looking to throw. Hits his target there. Came back for it, and he'll go right on out of bounds.
Doug Altavia completing the pass to number 10, Marcus Plack. Was pushed out of bounds by a Vulcans defender here. Looked like it was number 27, Khalil Brown, on the stop for the Vulcans.
Just saw your message, Brian. Not sure what's going on with Israel's shoulder. I'll let you know if I hear anything in the future. And, of course, hello to everybody in our YouTube chat. Thanks for joining us here today. If you got any questions or you see anything that you're not sure about, let us know. We can talk about it.
Mercyhurst.
We're going to have a timeout, the last one, called by the Lakers, Doug, so they're out.
Kind of crazy that they're all out of timeouts here with 5:55 left to play in this first half. There's a look at our CUTV Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at CUTV_PA. If you follow that page, you can find anything that we do from our shows, our post-game selfies, anything you can imagine. And keep your eyes peeled for this Tuesday whenever we go live on location from Sunny Sports Bar and Grill in Uniontown, Pennsylvania for a live episode of High School Roundup.
Doug with the plug. Good to see you here. Hello to everybody. Hey, Scott, how's it going? Thanks for joining us here once again. Got a couple of great people joining us. Jamal Martin chatting up his son here, gassing him up. Love to see that. TK the DJ checking in from a Pittsburgh zoo. Great to have you here today. That's probably a lot of fun. Are there any penguins there? I hope there's penguins. I love penguins.
That is probably my favorite part of the zoo as well. Second to the red panda exhibit at the Pittsburgh Zoo. But we're going to get back into the play here as both teams have broken their huddles and Doug Altavia leads his offense back out onto the field.
1st and 10 now. It's going to be from the Laker 35, 5:55. The clock reads. Still a 7-0 game, but relatively quiet on offense at this point in time. Maybe that weather's got a bit of something to deal with it here. Altavia's going to throw this one. Steps in the pocket, dodges a couple there, lets it fly. It's going to just shoot right on out of bounds. No one was open.
Pass is incomplete.
Altavia just making the smart decision to throw it out of bounds because he had a few players going in and pressure there, notably number 97 for the Vulcans, Stephon Brown, chasing after Doug Altavia.
2nd and 10 now, still at that Laker 35. There's a decent amount of Laker faithful here today. That really surprised me. They made the trip down to California. Here's the 2nd and 10 now. It's from the 35. Once again, it's going to be a 4-wide look for Altavia throwing this one. Feels the pressure, just has to let it fly. And wow, that was a dangerous pass. They were able to get the reception, though. But a couple of Vulcans were in on that one. Thought we were going to see that one get snatched, Doug.
That was quite a risky pass completion there to number 4, Cortez Watson. You saw number 16, Israel Xavier, in coverage there. Thought he could have easily made the snag for the interception if the ball went through Cortez Watson's hands.
Third and 2 is what we have here from the Laker 43. Inching towards that midfield mark. Going to stack in tight here. It's going to be a handoff to the outside. Almost jumped it there to California, but they'll get the first down by the slimmest of margins. Great tackle there. That was Noah Dillo in on that one. He went low.
Looks like it was Dillo in on the stop, but you see Cortez Watson almost getting stopped in the backfield by number 8, Breon Koch for your Vulcans. That would have been a great thing to have in that situation, but I'll digress here as the Lakers have it 1st and 10 here at the 45-yard line.
Take that back. Looks like it was number 3 actually with the great tackle there, Jamal Martin Jr. Got to give him credit where credit's due. Tough to see he was on that far side.
Most definitely here as California takes a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining in this first half. Here's our YouTube, CUTV Sports 1. Be sure to subscribe to us on there for all of our great content. We are finally going live with all of our shows. So that is the place to catch all the action there on YouTube, CUTV Sports 1.
Every single one, week in and week out.
It's really been clutch that we've been able to go live because I feel like being able to see what we do in real time is a great thing for our viewers at home.
Yeah, I can definitely see how you would think that. I mean, now instead of waiting to get the upload through and that whole long process, now you can see it right on demand. On demand and right in real time.
Exactly. Be sure to set your notifications on if you are subscribed to us so you can see when we go live.
That's right. Smack that bell. You want to know when we're going live, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. We got to get it up there. We're over 1,000. Let's see if we can keep that total climbing. Here comes the 1st and 10 now, still on that Laker 45. Altavia going to go with a handoff once again, plunging forward. Once again was Cortez Watson.
Watson the ball
Barely
carrier.
able to get back to that line of scrimmage.
Watson was gobbled up there by a bunch of Vulcans defenders. I saw number 54, Derek Corboy, in on the action there and on the stop for your Vulcans. As it's going to be 2nd down and 9 here for the Lakers.
That's right, with 4 minutes left to go before the half. Here it is. It's going to be a rollout for Altavia, heading towards the near side. Lets it fly, and it's going to shoot on out of bounds. Nowhere to go with that one.
Number 6, Julian Cox, in on the pressure for the Vulcans, as he was able to force Altavia to throw that one out of bounds and avoid a potential sack.
3rd and 9. We've got on the board here. Still going to be at the Laker 46. They break huddle. Here it is, back to throw, looking for this one across the middle. It's going to be intercepted by California. Right place, right time grab there. Jordan Scarborough getting it done.
Great play there by Scarborough, the defensive line getting in on the action with the interception. And that is huge for your Vulcans here, as there's about 3.5 minutes left to play in this first half. Would love to see them get on the board before halftime.
It's important to note as the interception streak continues to go here for this California defense. They lead the league and rank 3rd in the country. It was 13 interceptions by 8 different players before the game started, but you can tack on 2 more to this point. It's been at least 1 interception in a game so far here. They continue to extend that streak. 7 it was, now make it 8. That's crazy here, as that's going to be the 1st and 10 play for California. It's going to be a
Brown, the ball
handoff.
carrier.
Nelson
8
Brown.
weeks, Doug.
Yeah, that is really crazy.
Brought down by
8 weeks in a
Merritt.
row, 15 total
And
interceptions
Thompson.
on the season. This
Gain of 4 on
California
the play.
defense is
Second down.
absolutely unreal, and they can get you in more ways than one. They have a great defensive line. You have everything being spearheaded by the All-American Lamont McFadder. What's not to love about this California defense?
2nd and 6 now from the Laker 42. Mitchell throwing this one to the outside, falling forward there for Dandridge, but he was able to grab
Pass
it.
is complete to
So that'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice snag
First
there by Dandridge.
down.
My eyes deceived me there. I thought the ball bounced off the ground, but nonetheless, Dandridge in there with the key grab to keep the Vulcans driving on offense.
From the 35.
Here we go, 1st and 10 now on the 35 of the Lakers. Lakers in that classic green and white look here. So clean. It's going to be a 3 far, 1 near look here for Mitchell as he's going to throw once again. Here he goes down the sideline and almost made an athletic grab there to Dandridge, but he couldn't lay out far enough. It'll be incomplete.
That was almost the catch of the year there for Jordan Dandridge, as Noah Mitchell's looking for him, throws it through a couple defenders, almost makes that diving toe tap grab on the sideline there.
Getting some signal on the sideline here is Mitchell. Make sure we get the right play call. 4 wide, once again 3 near, 1 far. Excuse me, 3 far, 1 near, I should say. Here it is. It's going to be Brown getting the handoff, pushed forward there by Mitchell as he'll gain a few yards. 2:38 the clock reads.
Looked like a bit of a tough play there for Nelson Brown as he was met by a bunch of Lakers defenders. Was a 3-yard gain there for Nelson Brown, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd down here at this point in the first half for the Vulcans.
They come to the line on the 3rd and 7 on the 32 of the Lakers. Same form once again, 3 far, 1 near, and Brown to the left. Mitchell looking to throw, goes to the outside, hit his target there, but he's going to be well short of that 1st down marker. It was Jaquay Jackson grabbing that one.
Noah Mitchell hitting up number 25, Jaquay Jackson, for the reception. Was brought down by number 12 of the Lakers, number 12, Jake Tarasovich. And it's going to be 4th and 1 here. Looks like the Vulcans are going to go for it.
Didn't have any success here the last time they tried it. Here it is. Brown steps up on the 4th and 1 from the 26 of the Lakers. Here's Brown getting the handoff, plunging forward. Will he get it?
Brown, the ball carrier.
It's going to be tough. A lot of people think they've got it here. Mercyhurst think they stopped it. Cal U thinks they've got it too. It's all going to depend on where the spot of the ball is. It was tough to see.
First down.
And they're going to give them the first by the slimmest of margins. I've been saying that a lot lately. It's been a game of inches here today.
That it has. It's been, that play was really close. The Lakers defense was trying to get a call, but to no avail as Mitchell and company continue to roll here on offense.
Under a minute left here. Mitchell's going to throw, scrambling around. He's going to take a sack here in the pocket. In on that one was number 16, Bradley Burrows. Chased him down, so they'll take a timeout, Will California.
That's the last thing you wanted to see coming off of a huge 4th down conversion, as Bradley Burrows was in on that pressure for the Lakers on Noah Mitchell.
We'll see if they can draw up anything to get into the end zone before the half here. There is that schedule. Once again, one of the East games of the week that I'm keeping my eye on is that East Stroudsburg and Westchester game. East Stroudsburg looking for a quality win to add to their resumes. They are continuing to have a surprising season. That one about to get underway at 2 o'clock. A couple other games that we'll see later on. Shepherd at the Ville. Take that at 2 o'clock. Lockhaven at Bloomsburg at 2 as well. And Shippensburg at Kutztown at 2:05. IUP up 14-0 over the Golden Knights of Gannon right now. Close one we got brewing in the Rock right now. 7-6 in the second quarter there for the Rock, leading over Clarion. Another non-region game I'm keeping my eye on here. Actually, in region, non-conference, I should say. Third quarter, Notre Dame College 17, Findlay 10. It's a big in Super Region 1 game here. We're going to need to start keeping our eyes on those. Here's the 2nd and 14 now from the Laker 29. Mitchell's going to drop back to throw this one. Going to the outside was a bit too high there for Hill, and it'll be incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Mitchell
For
again
Hill.
looking for Tyson Hill, one of his main targets. Tyson trying to make that nice leaping one-handed grab, but was just unable to corral it.
Clock reads 39 seconds here. Still on the 29 of the Lakers. Of course, like I said, Doug, we're going to have to start keeping our eye on all the different conferences that make up the Super Region 1. Of course, the PSAC, the NE10, a lot of different other, the GMAC, another one you got to keep your eye on, the MEC. Here's Mitchell dropping back to throw this one on the 3rd and 14. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to go ahead and run this one. Will he get to that first down mark? He's going to slide. He'll be short by a couple yards.
Mitchell with the quarterback keeper.
Great play there by Noah Mitchell to break through some pressure and try and get a
Going to go quick
first
here.
down.
4th down and 6 coming up from the 21, and I think they're going to take another timeout here. Thought they were going to step up to the line and go quick on this one, but they'll think it out.
Most definitely they're going to take a timeout here, try and get things squared away and right.
It's a big point in the game here. You got options, but here's our trivia question you can see here. When did Cal U and Mercyhurst first start this series? It's a great question. I don't even think I know the answer to that one, and I know a lot of the answers to these. You can go ahead and tweet it to us at CUTV_PA, and if you got the right answer, we'll let you know, because you'll hear your Twitter handle across the broadcast. And for those of you in the YouTube chat, too, see if you can take a crack at knowing when this series began.
That's right. Just hit
Do you
us
know?
up. I do not know. No, I do not know. But I'm going to leave that to some of our Vulcan faithful in the YouTube chat and in the Twitterverse. So hit us up on both of our social media platforms, YouTube CUTV Sports 1 and Twitter at CUTV_PA.
That's right.
10-second runoff.
Got a couple guesses starting to
Please place.
flood in here, I'm seeing, but we'll see at the second half, probably about halfway through the third quarter, we'll talk about that. But this schedule is really starting to wind down, Doug. After today, we only have 3 games left. Of course, everyone is thinking about next week. That is a huge, 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 and I can't stress this enough, huge game.
Timeout.
Most definitely here is California is going to take another timeout. But that game's going to be huge next week at the Rock. Really, basically dictates California's entire season. So we're going to see if they can take care of business against Mercyhurst before we move on to the Rock. But there you see our Facebook page, California University Television. That is another way for us to get our content out to you. So search California University Television and shoot us a like, because we'll have all of our videos, our shows. As you know, Caton's Corner, one of our talk shows hosted by Tom Caton, the Fantasy Football Freak Show hosted by myself and TK Trevin Catales, and High School Roundup.
Here we go, 4th and 6, still on the 21 of the Lakers, but we're going to bring the special teams unit out here to try to kick this one and get 3 points on the board before the half.
Higher to attempt the 3
Hire
points.
is ready and waiting for the snap. It's going to need to be a clean one here. There's some motion, holds down, kick is up. We'll see how this one pans out. And it's no good. So there'll be 4.5 seconds left on the clock here. to work with for the Lakers. We'll see if they just take a knee, if they're going to take a shot at the end zone.
We shall wait and see here, but as you see in our replay,
It's always tough to see from that angle.
it really is. I didn't want to misspeak. I thought it was good at first, but waited for the official call. But
Offensive unit trots back out here for the Lakers. Still 7-0. Only one score on the point in time. I think they're going to pack it in tight here and just take a knee and be content going into the half. Only down 7, Doug. That they will.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be 7-0 here at the half. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back after the halftime.
I'm not letting you get out of the break that easy here. You're going to have to tell me what kind of things you think that California needs to improve on or Mercyhurst is doing right.
I mean, California's been doing really good on offense so far, as well as defense. Mercyhurst has been really dwindling down the California defense with that run game a bit. But the big thing is just convert on the turnovers, because you saw Doug Adavia had 2 interceptions in the first half, and the Vulcans really struggled to come out of the gate and convert after those interceptions. So really just take your chances and try and convert when those chances occur.
I like your thought here, Doug. We're going to go ahead and step aside, so don't go anywhere. Second half of action is going to be coming up soon. You are watching and listening to Vulcan's football here on CUTV Sports 1, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network, and the PSAC Network as well.
Colin, what's wrong, man?
I just don't know how my family back home in Millersburg, Pennsylvania can watch our stuff down here.
Well, they could follow us on Twitter, or they could like us on Facebook.
Yeah, but what about our sports? How can they watch those?
They could watch it live on our YouTube channel.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Sports attitude.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. May angels watch me through the night.
gets me.
Don't worry, sweetie, he won't. As long as you live on a prayer and dream on, we should be able to match having sweet California dreams.
I want to dream a dream, but what are they made of?
This is what they're made of.
minutes on the clock.
Right. Get back.
Mom, there's something in my closet.
Imagine there's no heaven. Imagine all the people. Imagine there's no countries.
Imagine no possessions.
They say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
I hope someday you'll join us and live the world as one.
All right, fans, I know it's wet and cold out there, but this might dry up and keep you a little warm. Get out your red 50-50 tickets. 50-50 tickets. The winner is on a red ticket. So the 50-50 number on the red winning ticket, 170166. 170166. If you have that number, come on up.
Hey everybody, welcome back for the second half here from a rainy and dreary Adamson Stadium. 7-0, California's got the lead over the visiting Mercyhurst Lakers. Colin Kirkwood and Doug Gladkey with you here. Let's get the second half started off on the right foot. What's going on with the halftime stats, Doug?
California had 45 rushing yards, 99 passing yards for a total 144 yards. California has 2 turnovers on defense. They have 2 penalties against them and 8 first downs, and they have possessed the ball for 14 minutes and 5 seconds so far, and they are up 7-0. For Mercyhurst, they have 62 rushing yards, 39 passing for a grand total of 101 yards. They have no turnovers against. They have 2 turnovers for, an interception and a fumble. Both teams have 2 penalties apiece. They have 8 first downs apiece, and Mercyhurst has the edge in time of possession with 15:55.
Sounds like a plan to me.
That's right, and something to watch for in this second half is Noah Mitchell is closing in on 2,000 yards on the season. He has 99 yards today, and we're closing in on that. There you see the first touchdown of the game, a pass to Derek Caraway. Here's Doug Altavia throwing that interception to number 2 for your Vulcans.
Aaron Brown.
Aaron Brown. Here's Altavia again, throwing another interception to Jordan Scarborough.
And that's it. There you can see it's all about the coaches here in the game of football. And there's Gary Brown, Gary Dunn, all sorts of Garys on the sideline here. Hopefully he doesn't hear that. I just called him Gary Brown. But either way, Gary Dunn over there on the sidelines. Like they say, it's all about the coaches here in football.
Most definitely. The coaches are the ones that keep the ship afloat. And that's just how it's going to be.
That's right. Dead on with that. Getting ready for the kickoff here. It's going to go to California, of course, in the second half, and it will be going right to left for those of you who are tuning in via radio.
Brendan Cole getting ready to put the ball on the tee and kick it off and kick off this second half for the Mercyhurst Lakers.
Ball is ready. Both teams are ready. All we need is the kick, and that's the winning recipe to get this second half underway. And here we go. Second half is ready to go. As it's going to be taken in right in the end zone, and they'll take a knee there. So we're going to see any explosive returns coming out of that one, Doug.
No, we are not. That was number 88, Derek Lockhart, receiving the kickoff and deciding to take the knee in the end zone. And let's see what this California Vulcan offense has in store for us in the second half. Just a reminder, Noah Mitchell needs 127 yards to eclipse 2,000 yards passing on the season. That would be one heck of an accomplishment for him to wrap up this afternoon.
Offensive unit back out here on the field to get the second half of the game underway. From the 25 of their own for California, man to the right of Mitchell here. He's going to fake the handoff. He's looking to throw, rolling towards the near side here. Still has it in his hand. Lets it go. It's out of bounds. They thought they intercepted it, but it will go out of bounds either way, and a flag is on the field as well. This will be upset there. Number 13 thought he had a chance at that one. Hunter Merritt, but to no avail.
Looks like we're waiting on this flag, but it looks like it could potentially be a defensive hold on number 9, John Lasciato.
I think you're right on the money with that one, Doug. Let's check it out on the replay once again, see if we can see anything.
Can't see anything, but from our vantage point, it looked like he was getting a bit handsy with Tyson Hill of the Vulcans.
First and 10 Vulcans from the 35.
So they'll move it on up to the 35 here for California. As it's still a 7-0 game here. Not much going on to this point in time. Here's a handoff to Brown as he goes right up the middle with this one. Gains a good chunk of yards on that one, probably about 5.
Brown,
another solid carry for Nelson Brown as he takes it up there for a respectable gain.
Almaragbe and
lots of action inside here for the Lakers. It looked like it was number 7, Joseph Scrow, in on the action once again.
2nd and 4 now coming up from the 41 of California. Man to either side of Mitchell, 2 near, 1 far, and it's going to be a handoff once again. Not much room to work there on that one, able to get back to the line of scrimmage, if anything.
That was one of those carries where Nelson Brown just got swallowed right on up by the opposing defensive line of the Lakers. Looked like it was number 6, Corbin Kessler, getting in on the action.
Brings up 3rd and 4 now for California. Here comes the 3rd and 4 from the 41 of the Vulcans. It's Mitchell going to throw this one, going to the outside, leaping high there to grab that one for Tyson Hill as he's tabletop down.
Great grab there by Tyson Hill as he made the reception. His legs were taken out from underneath him by number 9, John Lasciato of the Lakers.
You always got to worry about the way you come down from tackles like that because you land the wrong way. Bad things can happen.
Most definitely, because there's a lot of momentum coming down on your legs as well. If you land funny, it could get bad.
Here we go, 1st and 10 now from the 46 of California. It's going to be a handoff to Brown once again. Brown bowled over as he gets right back to the line of scrimmage once again.
Brown, the ball carrier.
That was number 11, Alex Zacharias, in on the stop for the Lakers. As Nelson Brown was trying to take it upfield. See, it was a combined effort between Zacharias and number 6, Corbin Kessler. Kessler took the legs, and Zacharias went up high to finish off the tackle on Nelson Brown.
12:30 the clock reads, and it's rolling here. 2nd down and 10 from the 46 of the Vulcans. Here's Mitchell going to throw this one once again, going across the middle, tried to hit Dandridge, and he was a step behind and couldn't get that one. It's incomplete.
Mitchell being unable to get the ball to Dandridge there, as it seemed like it might have been a bit of a miscommunication on a route. Going to bring up a key 3rd down play here for the Vulcans as they're starting off their first half, their second half, trying to start it off on a high note.
Here comes the 3rd and 10 now. Still on that 46-yard line. Mitchell looking to throw this one. Feels some pressure, steps up in the pocket, tried to roll away, bounces off one of his own linemen. He's across midfield and takes a lick there. Goodness, he's going to be short by a couple yards.
Mitchell took a bit of a shot there, trying to scamper for as many yards as he could. Looked like it was number 32, Quinn Walsh, in on that tackle for the Lakers.
And it looks like they're going to go ahead and get rid of this football here. The punt team is on their way out.
Watson back deep for the Lakers.
Joey Hood waits for this one. In his hands, and there goes the kick. Bit of an end-over-end look here, as it'll be scooped up right around the 15 for no chance at a return.
Joey Hood's punt was downed by number 51,
Fans, it's time
Bryce
for the
Washington for the Vulcans. Good to see Joey Hood redeem himself with a great punt there after the high snap deterred his ability to get off a nice punt the last appearance he had in the first half.
It would have been tough, though. Just like you said, it's very difficult to really get yourself set back after a high snap and be able to let go of a decent kick, but he was able to get it away in time, and that's what you got to worry about there, because let's say somebody gets a hand on that one. This could be a completely different game at this point. Here comes the Laker offensive unit taking over on their own 15. Altavia is going to look to throw, fake it to a handoff instead, and he'll cross the 15 for about 1 yard, if anything.
Looks like Noah Dillo was in there on the stop for the Vulcans, stopping number 21,
second down and 9.
Garrett Owens of the Lakers.
Owens, one of the pivotal pieces of this Laker offensive unit here. Make it second and 9. Did gain a yard there. So it'll be 3 wide look once again, 2 far, 1 near, and a man to the left, and Owens for Altavia. Here's Altavia throwing to the outside portion there. He'll get a completion and trot right out of bounds there on that one. That's number 10 for the Lakers, Marcus Plack.
Altavia going to hit up Plack for the reception. Was forced out of bounds there by number 35, Nigel Garnett for the Vulcans.
Third down coming up here, 3rd and 4 from the 21 for the Lakers. 10:25 left here in this one. Still a 7-0 game. A lot of motion here on both sides of the ball. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff to Owens, and he'll spin off one there. Really able to jump on that one quickly. California saw it coming. They were able to follow up there with another effort.
Brought down by Jimmy Pierce.
Noah Dillo and company in there on the stop for the Vulcans on Garrett Owens. There you see number 54, Derek Corboy, going in trying to get that stop in the backfield as Garrett Owens shakes him off, but was met by Noah Dillo and a host of other defenders.
Brendan Cole
bring up a 4th down and a punting situation for the Lakers.
Special teams unit, here it is, kicks up and away once again. Gem of a kick there brought in by Caraways. He's going to take this one right up the middle. He's over the 50 and he's down at the 45. There's going to be a flag coming up on the field here. It was late, not sure where that one's going to come from. I think I might have saw some sideline action, Doug. I don't know if you saw anything.
I might have seen some stuff going on the sideline, but we're going to wait and see for the call because I believe you and I, both of our eyes were focused on Derek Caraway to see what he was able to do on that return. The officials are still conversing about this one, trying to get the call right and see what the deal is, whether this one is on the Lakers or the Vulcans.
On return, block in the back, return team, number 18. That'll be 15 yards.
It's going to be a block in the back on California.
Unnecessary roughness. Return team, number 88.
And unnecessary roughness on California as well. That one was on Derek Lockhart.
Interesting. Here's the return by Lockhart. There you see a little bit of a block in the back there on the far left of your screen. And this one's going to be pushing the Vulcans back quite a bit. There you see Coach Dunn. He probably is not pleased, looking for answers from the referee.
It's the man with the plan there. So we'll set things up a bit farther back than previously intended. That's just somehow when the game goes, you know? You're going to have to deal with those kind of things. And that's what makes coaches so great, because they have the ability to game plan and find a way to deal with situations like that. So it'll be a 1st and 10 now from the Vulcan 20 with 9:21 left in the third here. Still a 7-0 game. Mitchell's looking to throw this one going way down the field. Has Hill on the far side. Will he grab this one? No, it goes right through his arms. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Mitchell looking for that deep pass to Tyson Hill. Great defense by number 9, John Lasciato, for the Lakers, as he was able to get that pass breakup on Tyson Hill. Pardon me, there was a flag on the play. Believe it was pass interference. And it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, moving the Vulcans up the field a bit. Looks like there was a bit of contact there by Lasciato on Tyson Hill. So the Vulcans are going to take over here on the 35-yard line.
Here comes the 1st and 10 now. Just like Doug said from the 35. Here it is. It's going to be a pass play. Mitchell looking to throw. He got upended there, and that one's low, and it's going to be intercepted as he took a smack there, and Mitchell's still on the ground here. He is still not moving here on this one.
Here we go. Here's the replay. There we see him take a low hit by a Lakers defender. That pass was eventually picked off by number 13, Hunter Merritt, for the Lakers. But let's just got to hope that Mitchell is okay here, as there's going to be a stoppage of play for an injury. Here's the Mercyhurst schedule. As you see, they are coming off a 30-20 loss against Seton Hill. And next week they will be at home against Gannon. And November 9th they'll be at Clarion. And November 16th they'll close out their season at Millersville. So that's the Mercyhurst schedule.
Let's go ahead and see the rest of Cal U's schedule as well here, as we can round it out. Mitchell's still down here.
There we go. You see the Vulcans coming off a huge 54-14 win at Gannon last weekend in Erie, PA. This weekend, they're currently up 7-0 against Mercyhurst. November 2nd, that's going to be a big game next week at the Rock, as they're taking on Slippery Rock. November 9th, they are at home against Seton Hill for the last home game of the year. And then November 16th, they close out the season at Westchester.
We're going to go ahead and step aside, take a quick commercial break here. Mitchell still being attended to on the field. 9:02 left in the third quarter. 7-0 California up over the Lakers. We'll be back with more football here on CTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Colin, what's wrong, man?
I just don't know how my family back home in Millersburg, Pennsylvania can watch our stuff down here.
Well, they could follow us on Twitter, or they could like us on Facebook.
Yeah, but what about our sports? How can they watch those?
They could watch it live on our YouTube channel.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Here you can see Mitchell on your screen here, starting to sit his way up.
Good to see that he is sitting up, because we've been in quite a bit of a delay. There he is. He's getting helped up by the trainer.
Everybody coming onto the field here to check on him, and that's how you know you got a team leader on your hands.
What a scene as the entire Vulcans team just converges. There you see he's getting carried off by number 68 for the Vulcans, Brandon Badstibner, as well as some of his other teammates.
He's taking it one step at a time. They'll head into the tent to go get checked on here.
Mercyhurst still in the huddle, trying to get things ready to go here on offense. Cal U's defense has already taken the field.
First and 10 Lakers from the 30.
Lakers taking over here, first and 10 from the 30 of Cal U. Here it is, Owens getting the handoff. He's going to go right up the middle with this one, gain a couple of yards.
Owens the ball carrier.
Owens on the carry once again with the stop by number 55, Gerald Brown.
Second down,
Getting the wrap-up form tackle on Garrett Owens.
Here comes the second down and 7 here. It's going to be on the 27, so a couple of yards gained there on that one. Here's Owens getting the ball once again, heading to the outside, trying to dodge that line, but he'll be short of the first down mark.
Owens going up the right side for a bit of a gain. Looks like he's going to be short here. Noah Dillo on the stop for the Vulcans, pushing Owens out of bounds.
Owens, an absolutely explosive player that we've seen for the Lakers over the past couple of years. He's got over 2,000 rush yards, 25 touchdowns, and over 3,000 all-purpose yards to his credit in his career at this point in time. The product coming out of Northeast High in PA. Here comes the second and 7 now from the Cal U 27. It's Owens once again charging his way forward for a first down. And for those of you wondering, we'll give you updates on quarterback Noah Mitchell as soon as we get them.
That's right. Garrett Owens again on the play. Stopped by a host of Vulcan defenders.
Another first and 10 coming up here from the 18 of the Vulcans this time. Altavia in tight once again, going to go with a 2 near look. Most likely going to power this ball forward once again. There is the handoff to Owens as he continues to grind out these yards here. Makes a couple men miss, and he's finally brought down.
Owens once again on the carry. Had a little shake and bake action. Shaking number 16, Israel Xavier, was eventually brought down by Aaron Brown.
From the 11 of California here. Altavia under center once again. He's going to go to Owens. Call him once again. We're going to see a flag on the field.
Owens the ball carrier, but hold your cards. We got a flag on the play.
Wait and see what this flag is.
It's going to be a hold on the offense. That'll be number 65, the guilty party, Aaron Smith.
Going to push the Lakers back quite a bit. There you see the carry. Was brought down by number 97, Stephon Brown, for your Vulcans.
Second and 13. We've got here after the hold. 6:10 left in the game, or third quarter, excuse me. 7-0 our score still. It's going to be Altavia rolling out to throw this one, going to the outside, still surveying the field, dumps off for a small gain.
I was a bit faked out on that play. Thought it was a handoff to
Armstrong with the reception.
Garrett
Brought down by Jeremy Page.
Owens, but Altavia rolling out here, dumping it off to one of his receivers
It's
that was eventually forced out by number 15, Jeremy Page, for the Vulcans.
Mark it at a 3rd and 6. Altavia's got it low. He's looking to throw this one towards the end zone, going across the middle, and there it is. Touchdown, Lakers. They get themselves onto the board. That's going to go to number 36, Jason Armstrong.
Looked like Armstrong was wide open on that play as it was a very easy pass by Altavia to Armstrong, and that's going to get the Lakers on the board for the first time this afternoon, late in this 3rd quarter.
They're going to go ahead and kick the extra point here.
Looks like there's something going on the field. Not quite sure what's happening.
Oh, and the head coach for the Lakers is very upset here.
There's a flag on the field now. Was testing the official's patience, and he seemed to have had enough.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense for 16. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on California, Doug.
That's an interesting one. Obviously, we can't really tell.
That was the second one there, and that means that Israel Xavier is out of the game.
That's right. He got back-to-back personal fouls, and he has been disqualified, so he's going to, I guess, take the afternoon off here. But what I was trying to say was you can't really tell from our vantage point because you're not really able to hear what's going on, just really see what goes on with our eyes.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and they might change their mind here as they are, I believe a timeout's going to get called. Oh no, there's another penalty. All sorts of confusion here.
Yeah, this has been a bit of a cluster here. Looks like the Vulcans defense is going to make a fire wagon change as the Lakers are deciding to go for it.
Suppose last night we saw the officials almost lose control of the game here. Now we have the officials completely controlling the game tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We got both sides of the spectrum on back-to-back days.
Here they are. They're going to go for it. It's going to be a handoff to Owens as he rumbles his way into the end zone. Lakers take the lead.
Two-point conversion is good.
Going to be an 8-7 lead here for the Lakers late in this 3rd quarter.
California 7.
Lakers trying to upend the Vulcans here at home. 5:22 left in the 3rd quarter of action. 8-7. They are in the lead. Don't go anywhere. More Vulcan football action coming up next here on the PSAC Network. CTV Sports 1 of the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Here to Adamson Stadium, 5:22 left here in this third quarter. The Lakers have taken the lead after the crowd was silenced watching quarterback Noah Mitchell make his way off the field with an injury. Now they're looking to capitalize on grabbing the momentum.
That they are, as we're going to get ready to kick this one off. You have Derek Lockhart, Derek Caraway, and Jimmy Pierce deep for the Vulcans, and Jimmy Pierce is going to receive that kickoff and take the knee in the end zone for a touchback.
We should be seeing Josh Dale take the field here. Doug, there's the touchdown. Let's check it out one more time.
There's Altavia getting the pass off to number 36 of the Lakers. That was number 36, Jason Armstrong, on the touchdown reception.
There he is. Dale's into the game now, so we'll pick it up. 5:22 the clock reads. Dale and company taking over on the 25 of their own. Here it is. It's going to be a handoff to the outside for Brown. Brown falling forward across the 30.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Decent gain there for Nelson Brown. Josh Dale with the handoff was brought down by number 7, Joseph Scrow, for the Lakers.
They'll gain 5 on that one, make it 2nd and 5 from the 30. Here we go. Dale's going to roll out with this one, looking to throw. Goes high over top of his target. Almost hit Dandridge there, but they're going to call it incomplete.
That they are. There was Josh Dale looking for Jordan Dandridge. He made a nice sliding grab, but was out of bounds. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 here for the Vulcans.
Third and 5, once again, coming up from the 30-yard line. Dale going with 3 far, 1 near, and Brown to his left. Here it is, looking back to throw. Dale going to the outside, and that one's going to be low, incomplete. But there's going to be a flag on the play here.
Pass is incomplete, but hold your call.
There's another flag as well. So we're going to wait and see what goes on here. But Josh Dale was looking for number 1, Derek Caraway of the Vulcans. And there might be some sort of a defensive holding or pass interference by number 6, Corbin Kessler, as he was the man in coverage on Caraway.
We'll see how this one plays out.
Pass interference. Defense, number 12.
It's going to be pass interference on number 12 for the Lakers.
Jake Tarasovich for the Lakers with that pass interference flag. Going to be a solid flag for the Vulcans, as that's going to move Josh Dale and company up 15 yards.
1st and 10 Vulcans.
As Dale tries to get his confidence under him here, being thrust into action. Mitchell is out of the tent, for all you wondering here. He's up and walking.
It's great to see, as it was a scary scene when he went down.
Here's Dale. It's going to be a handoff once again to Brown. And he'll charge forward for a gain of a couple.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Brown was met by a host of Laker defenders, being led by number 7, Joseph Scrow, leading the push in that pile.
Hudson and Omaragbe on the stop.
Right now, he's just taking it a little step by step here, waiting for the 2nd and 7 coming up from the Cal U35. Dale looks to throw, goes to the outside, was a bit low, but Hill was able to grab that one as he dodges a couple players, and he's across the first down yardage, but we got a flag on the field here.
Hill with the reception, but hold your cards.
Great job by Tyson Hill to make that reception on the low pass by Josh Dale, but there is indeed a flag on the play, so let's wait and see what the call is going to be.
It's going to be a hole on Jaquay Jackson here.
That hold's going to push them back quite a bit.
Yeah, you can kind of see it off your screen there on the far right side. But Jaquay Jackson did get a good hold on the defender there for those who are tuning in radio-wise. So back it up here. We're going to have a 2nd and 16 from the 26 now. Dale drops back to throw this one in a 4-wide look. He's going to dump it off in screen fashion to Brown. Brown jumps over a couple. Brown still on his feet, continuing to push forward. Couple more to beat. He's across midfield. Here he goes, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5 into the end zone. Nelson Brown, touchdown Vulcans!
What a play by Nelson Brown to keep getting upfield at the receipt of that screen pass. Really helping out his young quarterback, Josh Dale. See, he sheds a bunch of defenders there. Quite a few shed, at least 3 or 4. And he just goes up the field and keeps on running as there's a flag on the play.
Looks like we're going to go for 2 here. Everybody on the sideline excited. Really put the energy back into place. You can feel it, Doug.
Most definitely. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Vulcans. They needed a little shot in the arm after everything was deflated by the injury to Noah Mitchell. And the Vulcans offense has provided that as they are getting ready to go for 2 here to make it a 1-possession game.
Mark it 74 yards. That play just came in. Dale in the backfield here, picking up from going for 2, going to the outside, trying to hold that one. Oh, he almost had it there. Caraway thought he was going to grab it with his legs, but he just couldn't hold on.
That was almost a crazy catch there by Derek Caraway as it was falling in and out of his hands, but we're going to take a quick commercial break here. You're watching and listening to Vulcans football here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
There's the kick. It's up and away here. Mercyhurst trying to respond as they now trail 13-8. Return man looks to be Owens here as he's across the 20. And I think California is stepping up big. Ball pumped out there. Able to grab it once again, but California's got the energy back. Let's take a look at this monstrous touchdown from Nelson Brown once again.
There's that screen pass reception for Nelson Brown, shedding all those defenders and going up the field for a huge score for the Vulcans. I'm not going to lie. I got caught on that play. I did not realize Nelson was going up the field, but there is Noah Mitchell standing on the sideline with a trainer. Good to see that he is up and okay after that scary hit he took early in the third quarter.
Lakers taking over on the 21 now. Altavia drops back, fakes the handoff, gives it away anyway to Owens, and Owens was jumped immediately. So if you wouldn't know by now, you should at least be expecting them to run the ball, because that's all they've done to this point in time.
That they have. It has been a run-heavy attack so far this afternoon for the Lakers, as once again it was Garrett Owens on the carry. Been hearing his name quite a bit as he is the driving force of this Laker offense.
Calling for defense here as it's a 2nd and 9 on the 22 of the Lakers now. 13-8, California just took the lead after a 74-yard screen pass touchdown by Nelson Brown from Josh Dale. Altavia dropping back to throw this one, going to the outside once again to who else but Owens as he's chopped down right over that 25.
Another pass off to Owens for the Lakers. Number 35, Nigel Garnett, and number 39, Jimmy Pierce in on the stop for the Vulcans.
Gain of 4 on the play. It's 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd down and 5, marked at the 26. Garrett Owens on the ground so far, 19 of 67. Seems like he's been rushing a lot, but not that many yards to his credit to this point in time due to this stout defensive unit. Altavia dropping back to throw this one, looking to go long, feels some pressure, has to roll out of the pocket, going to the far side. He's going to tuck this one and run. He'll gain a yard, if anything.
Quarterback keeper.
Looks like he was brought down there by number 8, Breon Koch, or rather number 6, Julian Cox. There you see some back-end pressure by number 13, Ashid Page-Jones, and Altavia has no choice but to run on that play. And this is going to bring up the punt unit for the Lakers.
Caraway back to receive this one. Kicking duties once again, Brendan Cole.
Cole to punt for the Lakers.
Got the hand, kicks up and away. End over end it goes. Caraway has it, and he'll look to return this one. Going across the 35, he's at the 40. And he'll be brought down right near that 45-yard line. So might not be the most flashy play you see on the tape in terms of highlights, but still got some yards. Let's take a look at our trivia question now. When did Cal U Mercyhurst first begin their series? We've seen a lot of questions answered so far. Let's see if we can get the right answer. It's 2008. A couple of people got it right here in the YouTube chat. Scott, as always, grabbing the right answer there on that one. Jacob Nahoma got that one right. Deborah Rankin. Brian Vulcan got that one right as well, and that was in the YouTube chat. So congratulations to all of you guys. You know your stuff. We had one on Twitter as well. Spencer Lynn said 2008. Shout out to you guys because you've got the big old brains. Here we go, 1st and 10 on the 44. Dale drops back to throw this one, going long with this one down the field. Has Hill to the outside. That's Jogarel. Tyson Hill has this one. 10-5. Touchdown Vulcans. But hold on. We've got a flag on the field.
There is a flag on the play.
Gonna wait and see what this flag is. But what an effort by Tyson Hill to corral in that pass that looked like it was going to be intercepted.
It's going to be a defensive holding, so go ahead. Write it on the card. That one's going to count, folks. Doug, watch it again.
Here we see Josh Dale dropping back, letting it fly. Tyson Hill corralling it with that right arm of his, says, get off me to number 1, Miles Dumas of the Lakers, and takes it in for the score.
Extra point team out here now. 19-8. See what the yardage that comes in off that pass will be. Holton is down for Tarrant, kicks up. And it is good. Tack 4 points on the board here for California, 20-8. 34 and a half seconds left here in the third quarter of action. Don't go anywhere. More Vulcans football coming up next here on CTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back here. Kickoff just about ready to get underway. There it goes. Looks like it's going to be a short kick here. It's going to be returnable, brought in near that 15. Now the 20, they're going to pitch it to the outside here. Mercyhurst with a lot of room to run. 30, 40, still on their feet there, having to make some special teams action here as it's near that 40. Explosive pitch there leads to some great plays, but there's Tyson Hill. And Austin Wright in the YouTube chat says, "Dat boy good," and I don't think I could describe it any way else myself here. Tyson Hill grabs that one, rips it right out of the hands, 10-5. He's in with a huge score.
What a play there by Tyson Hill, but what a play on special teams for the Lakers as number 12, Jake Tarasovic, is the initial recipient of the kickoff, pitches it over to number 4, Cortez Watson, and Watson takes it up the field for a massive gain with a bit of trickery out of that special teams unit of Mercyhurst.
20-8 with 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lakers back out on offense, taking over in Vulcan territory on the 43. One in motion for Altavia, and he's going to hand it off to Owens. Once again, Owens continues to grind out these yards here. That might be the last play of the quarter. However, they could get one more off.
We'll see what happens, but nonetheless, it was Garrett Owens on the carry once again for the Lakers. Number 45, Marquise Martin on the stop for the Vulcans. And
that's going to be the last play we see in the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. Who wants it more? Vulcans, Lakers, 22-8 is our score. California on top. 1 quarter left. You are watching and listening to Vulcans football on CUTV, Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back. There's Coach Gary Dunn chatting it up. Of course, you know, like I said, coaches making that play call there. Coaches make this game spin. They make the world turn in terms of football, and he got it done. He's getting it done. Offensive coach Chad Salisbury getting it done. Everybody's getting it done here on the defensive end as well. Just got one more quarter. He got to wrap it up.
That they do. This last quarter here got to tighten up defensively and make sure that the Lakers do not spark a last-second comeback.
Here we go, 2nd and 7 now from the Cal U40. Another man in motion for Altavia for the Lakers. He's going to throw this one, looking to throw, feels some pressure going towards the end zone. He's got a man open, breaking for this one, but it'll be underthrown there and it'll fall incomplete.
Altavia looking for number 84, Cordell O'Brien. Underthrows him quite a bit. Number 27, Khalil Brown, was in coverage there for the Vulcans.
3rd and 7 for the Lakers. They're going to be on the Vulcan 40. Lined up here, going to go a 2 to the far side now. Here it is, looking to throw this one, feeling some pressure, still rolling away with this one. Dump off, and it's going to go for a first down. California brought the pressure. They got to Altavia, but they were able to get the first down off that quick reaction.
As you can see here, that's number 54. Derek Corboy bringing the pressure for the Vulcans, but Altavia was just able to get that pass off to one of his fullbacks, number 37, Dustin Schoaf.
In the nick of time, if I have to say so myself. So we're going to have another 1st and 10 now. It'll be on the 30 of California this time. Dustin Schoaf might sound a little familiar to you if you're a fan of high school football around here, as Owens tries to take this one to the outside. He dives out of bounds there, and goodness, he got smoked. Jordan Scarborough stepped up and dropped him. Well, yeah, just like I said, Doug, it might sound a little familiar to you. Dustin Schoaf, of course, a Yawk product, not too far away.
That's right. I was looking at our roster in pregame and saw that Schoaf was a Yawk product. But there you saw Garrett Owens on the carry, getting absolutely clobbered by number 90, Jordan Scarborough for the Vulcans.
Talked about him a lot on High School Roundup here on CUTV last year. For Yawk. Here we go, 2nd and 7 now. On the 27 of California, Altavia is going to go ahead and let this one fly towards the end zone. He's got a man trying to turn around, but that will be incomplete. Nowhere to go on that one. Jamal Martin Jr. covering.
Great defense there by Jamal Martin Jr. Going in there in coverage, playing tight defense on number 10,
Marcus Plack.
Marcus Plack of the Lakers. Good on Jamal Martin Jr. to not get a defensive flag there.
3rd and 7 for the Lakers here. Already did it once on this drive. Let's see if they can do it again. Going to go 2 wide, 1 far, 1 near, man to the left and behind of Altavia. Here he goes, taking an end zone shot here. Same exact play, and it's going to be incomplete once again, and they are going to throw a flag here. Think the guilty party is going to be Jamal Martin Jr. Doug, looked like the exact same play.
That it did. Again, last play I thought it was close with Jamal Martin Jr. potentially getting a flag on number 10, Marcus Plack, and looks like this time the plan worked, and they're going to get that defensive penalty and going to move up the Lakers into very close to the goal line.
Yeah, it's going to be pass interference on Jamal Martin Jr. here. So move the chains closer to the end zone here for the Lakers.
1st and 10 Lakers from the 12.
Did see there was a bit of a hold there from Martin on the left arm, from what I noticed, so you could go ahead and say that was a good call.
Yeah, you can definitely see that bit of contact with that grabbing of the arm, so whether we like it or not, good call by the official.
Here we go, 1st and 10 now from the Vulcan 12. Altavia dropping back, going to hand this one off to the outside. Not going to go anywhere is Cortez Watson.
Great play there by Lamont McFadder as he was blitzing to the right side.
Looks like Watson might be shaken up here.
Watson, and Watson is shaken up a bit here.
At least I think that's Watson. Can't see the number from up here in the booth. Yep, that is Watson.
Watson.
That's one of the things we need. I need to go ahead and get us a spotter. Tell you what, spotters come in handy. Tell you what, if you want to be our spotter for the next time we're here at home against Seton Hill, go ahead and tweet us at CUTV_PA. Send me a copy of your resume and I'll review it. And we'll go ahead and pick out a spotter for the next game.
It'd be great. The CUTV celebrity spotter. As the Lakers player is still getting attended to. That is Cortez Watson.
Let's take a trip around the league here in the PSACU into the 3rd quarter. Just as I told you, Doug, you were talking Clarion up, but the Rocks put their foot on the gas here, 38-6. They lead in the 3rd quarter, about 7 minutes left to go on that one. Checking over on Seton Hill, that was the noon game. That one is final here, Edinburgh 37, Seton Hill 10. The Erie trifecta is a no-go here for the Griffins, as they can't get that one done. Over in Indiana, we've got the Crimson Hawks, 19th in all the land, taking on the Golden Knights of Gannett. It's a 28-0 lead for them in the third quarter of that one. Close one going on in Westchester right now, as we got a 14-10 lead for the Golden Rams right before the half. Like I said, been keeping my eye on that one, and 28-5. Kutztown leads over Shippensburg. Yeah, you heard that right. 5.
That's a bit of a creative score there for Ship, but we're going to get back into the action here.
Here we go. 2nd and 8 coming up from the Cal U10. Altavia's got a man to his right, going with a 3-wide look. Looking to throw this one, rolling to the outside here. Feeling some pressure, is going to toss it, but it's going to be well out of the way. And we're going to have another flag on the play here.
That's most definitely going to be a roughing the passer call on Breon Koch, as Koch was bringing the pressure on Altavia and knocked him over a bit after the pass had left Altavia's hands. Still waiting on the call here from the officials. They're gathering.
While we wait for them, let's go ahead and check out Shepherd at Millersville. 21-3. Shepherd's got the lead right before the half. It's the second quarter of that one.
Very interesting there.
We've been talking about it, Doug. We're going to have to start keeping track on a lot of other conferences beside the PSAC here.
Most definitely.
And there it is. It's going to be the roughing the passer, just like you said there, Doug. Let's check it out here. There's Altavia. You can see him rolling out in the pocket there, right on in, and pretty close if you ask me.
Yeah, it was one of those flags. It's a 50-50 call. Obviously did not go in the Vulcans' favor, as Breon Koch was flagged for that roughing the passer foul.
Here we go. First and goal to go from the 6. Stacked in tight. Here's Altavia and company. He's looking to throw this one going into the end zone. That one was incomplete there. Sliding was Noah Dillo trying to grab it, but it will fall harmlessly to the turf.
Altavia trying to get into the end zone there. Throws it away. There you saw Noah Dillo trying to make a sliding grab, but was unable to come up with it.
Second and goal from the 6.
They step back up to the line. They're going to try it again. 2nd and goal, still from the 6-yard line of California for the Lakers. Here it's going to be handoff to Owens. Owens trying to get to that pylon, and he'll be forced out of bounds there. Gained a couple of yards, but not enough to get to the promised land.
Owens was there trying to take it up the left side and in for the score, but was stopped by a great shoestring tackle by one of the Vulcan defenders. Believe that was number 3, Jamal Martin Jr. on the stop.
Third down.
Third down now. Ball placed on the 2. To the line, the Lakers come now. Here it is. Everybody stacked in tight. Man in motion. Looking to go jumbo here. Going to be handoff to Owens. Owens trying to break his way to the plane. Still rolling forward. He's going to be short by a yard.
Great defensive stand there by the Vulcans, stopping Garrett Owens right before he reaches past the goal line. There you see number 55 for your Vulcans, number 55, Gerald Brown, getting right in Owens' kitchen, preventing him from going in.
4th and goal from the 1. Looks like they're going to go for it here.
Can't blame them. It's such a crucial moment in this game.
Everybody stacked in tight here. And now we're going to see a timeout on the field. Lakers taking a timeout, Doug.
That they are. Going to take some time to get everything in line here, as this is such a huge play in this game. can really get themselves right back in it here if they get this touchdown. And for the California defense, gives them a great opportunity to scheme and game plan to try and make this huge 4th and 1 stop in this fourth quarter.
This is a game-changing kind of play here. Let's say you're California, you force this over, you have a short field to work with here in terms of, behind you and whatnot. There's CalVulcans.com. Alex King, Matt Kiefer working hard over there, as always, keeping you informed. Everything Cal U Vulcans. You can also check out the shop from CalVulcans.com as well. Get some cool gear. That's where you can get it from CalVulcans.com. They've got shirts, they've got hats, they've got tailgating accessories, anything you can think of. Might not need a tailgating accessories as much as we're getting ready to go into hoop season, but you know what? Grab them for next year.
And if you want to tailgate for a Cal basketball game,
don't do it because it's going to be cold outside, but you can inside.
You can inside. You can go wild inside as you'll be in the heat, outside of the cold. So we're going to get back into the action here with this huge 4th and 1 play for the Lakers.
Here we go, 4th and 1 to go. And now we're going to see another whistle blown here. I think we're going to see another timeout. Lakers doubling up.
That's right, taking another timeout.
It's like a game of poker that we're watching right now.
It honestly is. But both teams just really trying hard to get this stop. But here's the PSAC Athletics website, www.psacsports.org. You can go there to find all things about the PSAC East and PSAC West. So check them out for any content about the Vulcans or maybe looking ahead to any potential opponents coming up on the schedule.
This place where I always keep track of different games that we've got going on in the league, but we've really been talking about this, Doug. I can't stress it enough. It's getting to that point in the season where we're going to have to start keeping track of other conferences and who's playing important games. Speaking of important games, there was one going on out of the PSAC in the Super Region 1. Notre Dame College was taking on a tough Findlay side today at home. They got the win 24-19. One of the undefeated squads in Super Region 1 that the Rock's going to have to contend with here. Now we're ready finally for this 4th and goal to go from the California 1. Everybody stacked in tight for the Lakers here. Altafia under center. He's got this one. Hands off to Owens. Owens pushing forward. I think they're going to shut him down, Doug, right on that line. They shut him down. Nowhere to go for Owens.
Oh, my goodness. What a play by the California defense shutting down Garrett Owens. Let's look at this replay. Can't really tell who was in there. Look, it's Juice getting in on the action.
Jermaine Stevens and company shutting him down, closing up the middle. Nowhere to go. California's got the ball back.
That was huge. That is exactly what the Vulcans needed. Now Josh Dale is going to come in, try and get the Vulcans out of their own end zone, and go from there. Let's look at this replay again. There's Garrett Owens trying to bring it up the middle. You see Jermaine Stevens just holding on to him for dear life until one of his teammates are able to get in there for the stop.
Looks like Lamont McFadder was in on that one as well. Here's Dale back in the end zone. He's going to go ahead and let it fly. Heading towards the outside. It's going to be overthrown there, but we're going to have a flag coming up, and I think Cal U's going to get moved out of their end zone here as he was targeting Dandridge.
That is a huge play there for Jordan Dandridge, drawing that flag on the Lakers defender. Looks like it's going to be a pass interference call or a potential defensive hold. Let's wait and see for the exact call from the official.
Two on the defense here. Going to be offsides. That one's going to be declined. And the pass interference on number 22. We don't have.
That we do not have, so we're going to just stick with the mystery man number 22 with that flag on Jordan Dandridge.
And it's not uncommon to see a lot of numbers get switched here on the road and whatnot, so perhaps maybe jerseys got left behind. Other people change numbers at the last minute. Sometimes jersey repairs will cause people to switch numbers, so it's not uncommon to see things shuffled around. .11:32 our clock reads here, 20-8. Cal U's got the lead. And it's going to be Jamorie Cousin getting a handoff here as he charges forward and gains a couple.
Cousin, the ball carrier.
Jamorie Cousin getting his first carry of the game so far this afternoon. As you see in this replay, takes it up for a nice gain. Brought down by number 45 for the Lakers.
Second down and
whose
6.
number we also do not have.
You say 28?
45.
45, I was close.
45.
45, 45, 28, they sound so similar. Once again, hopefully he didn't pick me for some kind of announcer of the week here. Here we go. It's going to be Cousin once again going to the outside. He's got himself a first down, and he's met with force as the pile pushes him forward close to that 35.
Jamorie Cousin coming into this game and making his presence felt thus far with 2 great run plays. There you see him brought down by a pile of Laker defenders, led by number 98, Eljon Williams.
From the 34.
Out of Kannapolis, North Carolina. Here's Dale once again, going to go with a 4-wide look here. Throws to the outside, got his target in Hill for a gain of 5. Rolled right off that bubble screen look there, and he picks up so many yards in that look.
That he does, Colin. That is the trademark play for Tyson Hill, as he's able to be so explosive off the reception of those bubble screen plays, makes things happen with his legs and get into open space.
Going to go trips left and 1 to the far side here. It's Cousin to the right of Dale. 2nd and 3 from the 41 of Cal U. Ooh, bit of a high snap there, but Dale's able to grab it, give it to Cousin. Cousin gets across for a first down and a lot more here as he falls across the 50.
That's good for a Vulcan. First down.
Another big gainer for Jamorie Cousin, but he is down in some discomfort. Number 12, Jake Tarasovich, in on the play for the Lakers.
Observing the replay here, it looks like he might have got cracked in that left knee there by a helmet. There you can see some of the Laker faithful on your screen if you're joining us via CUTV. Well, there are quite a few of them joining us here today. I was quite surprised to see the amount of Laker fans out in the parking lot when I made my way into the booth.
Great to see some of the Laker faithful coming out for this road matchup here in California, Pennsylvania. Cousin still down in some discomfort. Josh Dale goes down to speak with him. And here are some of our upcoming broadcasts. October 29th, Tuesday night, we have High School Roundup live from Sunny Sports Bar and Grill in the Uniontown Mall. That next night, October 30th, we have women's soccer versus Slippery Rock. And November 2nd, next Saturday, we have football at Slippery Rock with your Vulcans taking on the Rock in what would be the biggest matchup so far this season for your California Vulcans.
Cousins making his way off the field here. Might be heading into that game next Saturday pretty beaten up here. See Cousin off the field, Mitchell off the field as well. Here we go, 1st and 10 now from the Laker 48. It's Dale, he's got it. He's going to throw to the outside, go to Dandridge. He's going to spin off 1, stay on his feet there, and he's chopped down for a gain of about 3.
Dandridge with the
Another
reception.
screen look there for
Stop by Reese.
Dale and company as he this time throws it off to number 14, Jordan Dandridge.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Was
Second
met by
down
number
and
7,
8.
Joseph Scrow on defense there for the Lakers.
Make it 2nd and 8. It is on the Laker 46. Here is Dale. He's going to go with the keeper, and he's going to dive forward and gain a couple of yards as he's scrunched up in a seated position there.
Another
Dale, quarterback keeper.
play for Josh Dale, QB keeper look
Grow and Amaragbe.
by design as he's met once again by Joseph Scrow and number 33, Terry Reese for the Lakers.
Here we go, the 3rd and 5. It's on the 43 of the Lakers now. Dale's going to go too near, too far each side, and he's going to have Brown up there to his left. 7:50 the clock reads. There he is. Dale's going to throw. Tried to hit Hill, and he's knocked with some force, and that was incomplete.
Intended for Hill.
That was a great play in coverage by number 9, John Lociato, who has been assigned to Tyson Hill so far this afternoon, and he's been doing quite well outside of one play. And now the punt unit is going to come out with Joey Hood and company taking the field for the Vulcans.
Joey Hood to punt. Tarasovich back deep.
Tarasovich back to return for the Lakers. Here it is. Hood's punt up, spinning wildly here as it rolls its way out near that 15.
Bit of a wild punt there for Hood, but gives the Vulcan special teams unit a great spot, downing the Laker offense at the 16-yard line to be exact. California defense getting ready to take the field after a huge defensive effort.
See a couple of people talking about what a spotter is here in our chat. Spotters are something that occasionally broadcasters, most of the time actually in larger scale productions, they'll bring a spotter in who takes a pair of binoculars and something other than that, and they'll watch the field and they'll be able to get numbers for you right off the bat. Got very friendly with the spotter at Gannon last week as he was literally right next to me the entire game. It's very helpful. So don't forget, send your resumes to CUTV_PA as the 1st and 10 play here for Altavia. He throws it and it's brought in at the 25. I believe that'll be a first down.
That's right. Pass complete to number 23, Clay Waldron of the Lakers, brought down by number 35, Nigel Garnett for the Vulcans.
Now the rain's really starting to come down with force here. Altavia rolling out to the outside. Tried to hit his target, but that one's incomplete as it hits the hands and flies on out of bounds. Oh boy, it is coming down tough out there, Doug.
Yes, it is. It is pouring down rain here in California, PA. As you saw, Altavia trying to hit up one of his receivers as it went right through his hands. Once again, that was Nigel Garnett in coverage for your Vulcans. But wow, it is raining like crazy here.
Third down coming up here. 2 to go. Altavia throwing it from his own 24. Hits his target for a first down across the 30 as the clock continues to wind.
Altavia going to his brother, number 5, Nick Altavia. You saw pressure on defense by number 6, Julian Cox.
Here you go, right off the bat once again. Throwing to the outside, hits the target, across that 40 once again.
Jimmy Pierce on the stop. Once again, Altavia going to his brother Nick on that one.
Another first down pass for this Laker offense. They continue to move it here. 6:45 left in the contest. Moving so fast, the scoreboard operators can't keep up. Here's the first down coming up once again, going long, and it's going to be intercepted by California. Jamal Martin Jr. turns around and snags that one.
Another great play by the Vulcan defense, stepping up when they need it the most. Here you see Altavia dropping back to pass, intercepted by Jamal Martin Jr. as he jumped that route of number 23, Clay Waldron. What a play by Jamal Martin Jr.
Third one today. Defense swarming here. California's going to take it back over here on their own 33 with 6:29 left in the game. 20-8, they lead. Handoff up the middle for Brown. Brown across the 35, still on his feet, across the 40 now.
Nelson Brown, the ball carrier.
Nelson Brown continuing to fight for yardage. Is eventually brought down by number 13, Hunter Merritt.
Merritt and Kessler on the stop.
Kind of proud dad joining us here. Jamal Martin's excited, watching his son grab that interception.
It's great to see as the live chat on YouTube really gives us a completely different element to our broadcast as we're able to converse back and forth with some of the people in our chat.
And that is exactly the textbook definition of how a chat works. It lets people converse between each other. There is a first down for Brown as he rumbles forward and he's close to that
Brown,
50.
the ball carrier, that's good for a Vulcans. First down.
Nelson Brown getting the first down there on that run play once again. Was brought down by number 7, Joseph Scrow for the Lakers.
.5:23 the clock reads. It continues to run. Just need to lock it up here and go all set and done. Dale in no rush, and he shouldn't be. And there it is. It's Brown getting the handoff once again, trying to cross the 50. He's still on his feet, and he does barely get across the 50-yard line for a gain of a couple of yards on that first down rush.
Another solid run there for Nelson Brown, and once again he's brought down by number 7, Joseph Scrow, who's really been stepping up on this defensive drive for the Lakers. Been all over the place on this one.
Coming up with a 2nd and 7 from the 49 of the Lakers. Dale still taking his time, going to go with 2 far, 1 near in this one. 1 man in motion, and it's Brown once again. Brown continuing to grind it out here, essentially working as the closer, trying to keep those chains moving and get that clock rolling.
Nelson Brown once again on the carry. Brought down by number 12, Jake Tarasovich on defense for the Lakers.
Brown's got to lace him up really quick before we can get this next play underway here.
Really kind of helps the Vulcans out a bit as they're trying to let this clock bleed down as much as they can.
It continues to bleed. 3:43. Here it is. Trips to the far side and Brown to the right of Dale. Another handoff. Here's Brown charging forward once again, and he drags multiple people with him.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Brown once again on the carry. Several defenders following pursuit of him from there. Look like number 98, Elyon Williams, in on the stop for the Lakers. Clock starts to bleed under 3 minutes here.
Second and 4 from the 36 of the Lakers. Going to go trips again, far side, same formation as Brown gets another handoff. And he just grinds it out. What he's here to do, and he gets another first down for this offense.
Good for another Vulcan's first down.
Another carry once again for Nelson Brown. That was Alex Zacharias in on the stop for the Lakers.
2:30 left in this one. Just about all said and done here. California trying to pick up their 6th win of the season. Here's the 1st and 10 from the 31 of the Lakers. That's going to be Brown once again going to the outside rather than the inside this time. He's still on his feet across the 20. He's to the 15, 10, 5, dodges a couple, and he's into the end zone once again. Touchdown, Vulcans!
Nelson Brown getting loose once again, going through the hole. Number 12, Jake Tarasovich trying to make the tackle on him, but to no avail as Brown goes into the end zone to make it 26-8 here for the Vulcans.
A couple of storylines coming out of this game here today. Have to put the defense of Cal U as one of them. Extra point squad out here now.
Prior to attempt the extra point.
There it is, kicks up. And good. Tack another one onto the board here for California. Minute 58 left here in this one. We're going to take one more commercial break. 27-8 Vulcans lead over the Lakers of Mercyhurst. Don't go anywhere. Last couple minutes coming up here on CTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. Welcome back, everybody. 27-8. We have our score. California in the lead. Minute 58 left here before things are all said and done.
There you can just see Nelson Brown in on your shot. There, he was huge for the Vulcans on that drive. Here's the kickoff.
There it is, running around the 10, still on his feet at the 20, continuing into the outside on the 30. They'll finally be brought down, crossing the 30-yard line.
It was number 23, Clay Waldron, on the return for the Lakers, bringing it into around the 30-yard line. There's the Nelson Brown touchdown again, getting loose, taking it in for the big score to give your Vulcans the 27-8 lead. And there's Nelson in his trademark white hoodie underneath his jersey. What an afternoon for him.
Minute 52 we've got left in this one. Here is the Laker offensive unit. Altavia back out. He's going to go too far side in this one, and he's going to look to throw. Sidestepping there as he throws it across the middle, and that should be a first down, but they'll call it incomplete as it bounced off the turf.
It's actually number 19, Joe Carter, in at quarterback for the Lakers.
Not to be confused with Joe Carter, but it's Joe Carter.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Blue Jays superstar, son of Jim Carter. It's quarterback of the Mercyhurst Lakers, Joe Carter.
Interesting to see them making the QB switch here.
Yeah, let the kid get a couple extra snaps of experience here. Carter has it this time, and he's going to hand it off. It's going to be plunged on up the middle, and that's going to be doubled up. It's like 29.
The ball carrier, brought down by Lamont McFadder.
believe it was number 25, DeAndre Cooper on the carry, getting swallowed up right away by All-American Lamont McFadder.
This is why we need the spotter, right? Exactly.
It would be great to have a spotter.
Minute 20 we've got left here. Joe Carter. Man to either side here. The clock reads just a little over a minute. Here's Carter letting this one fly to the outside, and it's going to be incomplete. Think somebody got a fingertip on, I believe it's Jimmy Pierce. We got a flag on the field here.
Going to wait and see what this flag is, but great defensive effort on that tip by Jimmy Pierce. Looked like he was going to be able to intercept it, and there's another flag on the play here as well. So this call might be an interesting one here with about a minute left to play.
Pass interference, defense, 27.
Going to be pass interference on California.
That was pass interference flag on number 27, Khalil Brown, for the Vulcans.
1st and 10 Lakers from the 43.
Lakers getting another first down here from their own 43 with 58 seconds left here. Just about all said and done. Carter looking to throw this one, feels some pressure, steps away from a couple, and here he is, just uncorking a long bomb down into the end zone. No, and he hits his target there. Big grab.
Huge grab by number 84, Cordell O'Brien, for the Lakers. There you see Carter just letting it rip, taking a shot, and it works out for him, finding his receiver, Cordell O'Brien.
Goal from the 7.
They're going to get a 1st and goal opportunity here with 43 seconds and rolling on the clock here. It's going to be from the 7 of California. Lakers, it's Carter. He's going to throw this one to the outside. And oh, he hits his target. Tack one on for the Lakers. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Mercyhurst.
Joe Carter to number 5,
Nick Altavilla.
Altavilla.
Joe Carter to Nick Altavilla.
And the Lakers are back on the board here. Currently 27-14, pending the extra point or 2-point conversion.
They're going to go ahead and go for one more here. Don't want to do anything super crazy.
To attempt the extra point.
Mark Schaefer. That one's up. And it is good. We won't go anywhere. We'll go ahead and keep it here for the final 32 seconds of this one. But now I'm going to throw you on the spot, Doug, since you tried to dodge it at the halftime. I need your 5 best, brightest points coming out of this game.
Jamal Martin Jr. on defense. Nelson Brown doing his thing on offense with his ability to run the clock down late in the second half. The defense has been solid, been quite a few contributors. And the big thing that's been working out for the Vulcans so far has been the Lakers have been a bit out of sync up until this point, until Joe Carter came in and was able to take that shot and get them close to a respectable score of 27-15.
Kickoff team is going to go ahead and send this one back to Cal U for the final 32 seconds left in this one. Caraway back there waiting for it. I think they might have an onside attempt here possibly. Vulcans are set up ready for it in case it happens, so we'll see if they try it. Kind of seems like a bit too little too late if you ask me. But no, they're going to try it. There it goes. Bending over, and it's going to be swallowed up immediately by California and Aaron Brown.
Yeah, it does seem like too little too late with the onside kick, but if you're going to try and go for it till the end, go for it till the end. There was the onside kick there, recovered by Aaron Brown of the Vulcans, and Coach Dunn is out here in the huddle talking to Josh Dale and his offense, who are more than likely just going to come in here and take a couple of knees and just close this one out.
Josh Dale, 4 of 5 for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns since replacing Mitchell here as he drops to a knee. And the clock continues to run, and that should finish it up here, Doug. California's going to go ahead and pick up their sixth win of the season here, push them to 6-2 overall. Now add another conference win as well, make it 4-1. Lakers are going to fall to 3-5, 1-4.
Big win for the Vulcans. Need to give credit where credit is due. Huge props to Josh Dale for being able to come in such a difficult situation with Noah Mitchell going down with an injury. Things did not look good there, but Josh Dale was able to come in, be the calming presence, and finish this game out here for the Vulcans.
Now you're going to have to turn your attention to next week and one of the highest ranked opponents we've seen since last season when IUP came in here to Adamson Stadium last year and got beat by the Vulcans. So now you have to think about the Rock on the road. And the last time California was ranked on the road when they went up to the Rock, it was an instant classic in the top 10 at that point 2 years ago, and they fell in overtime.
We're going to have to see how that one goes. Big thing here is this week you need to work on some things in practice. Make sure you guys are ready and crisp, but make sure that Noah Mitchell's okay, because if he's able to go for that game against the Rock, anything is possible.
If not, we'll move to Dale, and he will be the party that leads Cal U into battle against the Rock. So in the meantime, I want to thank everybody that was on our hardworking crew today. You know, being out in the rain is not fun, but that's part of the business, and thanks to everybody who came out to help us with that today, specifically our tag team directors of Carl Childs and Gary Smith. And for my color analyst, Doug Gladkey, I am Colin Kirkwood. Good night, California. We will see you again soon.